Testing. Oh, there we go. Head on mute. All right, we're live after some early technical difficulties. Cody is not here yet. He will be in just a little bit, but the game is about to start. We got Washington football team against the Green Bay Packers, week 7. Uh, so gonna start you guys off with some bold predictions and some key matchups for today's game. All right, so starting off. I think our defense needs to continue to average 2.5 sacks and an INT in today's game. So, pretty surprised when I saw the stat the other day. It seemed like our defense wasn't getting a lot of pressure this year, but it seems like we are. So, oh, looks like Cody is getting ready to join us right now, just in the nick of time. Since Papa Bear decided to hit the snooze button a little bit this morning, we started without him. But just started in time. Wanted to get some bold predictions out of the way before kickoff here in like 2 minutes. So,
Bold predictions. I didn't do any of them.
well, I wasn't sure if they were bold or keys to the game. They sounded kind of like bold predictions, so that's what I went with.
All right, all right.
We're gonna combine them today. We're a little bit of a mess. Papa Bear, it's 11 a.m. over there, 1 p.m. here, and I'm still a little discombobulated. I do think Aaron Jones has over 150 all-purpose yards today. I think we feed him a lot today, especially with that dominant front four of Washington. It just makes sense. AJ Dillon should get probably about between 10 to 12 carries today as well. Use them in tandem. Here's a unique one. I think Josiah DeGora plays at least 50% of the snaps today. His snap total has been going up in recent weeks, and he seems to be getting a good grasp on the offense.
I mean, that'd be big for us if he could become more of a factor. He hasn't really been much of one so far.
Nope. Looks like I'm going through. It looks like Kevin King is inactive today. Darnell Savage is active. Looks like Whitney Merciless is active for us as well.
Preston Smith is
Out.
out.
Yeah.
Kind of a bummer for him. Opportunity to face his old team.
hmm
Um, and I also heard this is going to affect some of his incentives in his contract. So really a big blow for him.
Yeah.
But hopefully he can come back next week extra motivated.
Yeah. Short
Doesn't look
week. We
like
got
we received opening kickoff.
nope. I do those throwbacks look fire though.
Yeah,
Those
I
look
I
sweet.
like these throwbacks actually.
I might have to go buy one of these jerseys. I think, man. These things are
That's a nice
nice.
start to the game.
Oh crap! I forgot. You're gonna be ahead of me today. I am on the ticket today, so I
Oh,
just saw the
you don't
kickoff.
have it locally?
No, I have the Giants game locally today.
Man, I can't believe they show so many Giants games like anyone in the Syracuse area cares about them.
Yeah, yeah, we really don't. There's probably more Packer fans than there are Giants fans in the area. I do think the Packers hold Washington football team to under 21 points today, even with our injuries. So those look like we have the ball first. Man, those are some nice jerseys. Those look sweet. All right, let's see.
You see that first play yet?
No, about to. 4 seconds in play clock. 3, 2, play action. Hitting Devontae. Yep.
Good.
Nice. That's
That's
a
like
good start.
15-yard gain or so.
Well, you think Mr. Rogers does lay up the neighborhood today, so
Yeah, so I actually, I'll full disclosure. When I sent these to you, I was assuming these as keys to the game, not necessarily bold predictions. But if we can go ahead and make them bold and say that
we should just
the,
combine them.
these guys just crank it up to 11 and really. So I'll say Rogers throws 4 touchdowns today.
I was gonna say Rogers throws 4 touchdowns today for one of mine.
All right. I'll say that Jones and Dillon combine for um, over 160 rushing yards. I'll say that Eric Stokes limits Terry McLaurin to under 70 receiving yards.
Ooh, that's a really bold prediction.
Yeah,
McLaurin is a
we're
baller.
we're going bold, man.
Let's see, I'm on 2nd and 7. sending Jonesy in motion. Looks like we hand off to Dylan. That was Dylan. He looked a little small.
I think it was Jones.
No, we gave it to 22, which would be
Kylan Hill.
Kevin Hill. Huh. What do you know?
I mean, Hill showed a lot of promise in the preseason. I think
Yeah.
they might want to start working him in as the season wears on. So yeah, let's see. Number 4 here, Packers defense stifles the run. I'll go ahead and say that they hold Washington
Under 100?
to, I'll say under 75 yards rushing.
Oh, wow. All right. Our run defense has been improved this year. Rodgers throws a bubble screen to Jones. Looks like he's a little short though.
No, they gave it to him. He
Did they?
extends. They show on the replay. He does it. It's a really great extension, staying in bounds, and he picks up the first.
All right, because the first ref, the line judge there, did mark it short, but looks like another judge comes in and overrules it.
Yep.
Okay, cool. I liked your number 5 where LaFleur brings the boys ready to play today. No look aheads on a short week. Oh yeah, that's a first down. Great job by Jones.
Yeah. I mean, that is probably the biggest key to me. That Washington is not a very good team. Worst defense in the league right now. Which honestly, that doesn't make sense because their defense
No, it
was
doesn't.
fantastic last year, and it's not like they lost personnel. So I
Mhm.
don't know what's going on there. But yeah, I mean, there's talent on this Washington team. They were a playoff team last year that gave Tampa a run for their money. And we're on a short week. On Thursday, we're playing the last undefeated team in the league. So I think it's very key that we stay focused on this game and realize how important this game is. And man, Big Dog just makes a play that you're really gonna like seeing.
All right. Well, I just saw the St. Brown play that was out of bounds. So
Dude,
all right,
I'm not gonna lie,
well,
man. I don't like St. Brown. I don't think he brings much to the team. I think Malik Taylor would offer more. I think Juwan Winfrey would offer more. I think if we traded for a receiver, we could get more. Like I don't like seeing EQ out there.
yeah, Rodgers seems to have his trust though, which I think is probably the reason why he's out there above everything else. I'm sure because Malik Taylor did ball out in the preseason and in training camp as well.
Yeah.
All right, let's see. I just saw. Oh, big dog
Breaking
rumbling.
tackles, man.
Yeah, dude. Hell yeah.
Dude, I read
Mercedes
that
Lewis is
over
like
the
our
past
best
few
tight end this
weeks,
year.
Mercedes Lewis has more receptions than Bob Tonyan.
I was just gonna say, I feel like he has. If I were to guess that, I'd be like, I feel like I've seen Lewis make bigger plays than Tanyan has.
Which is kind of amazing.
So my 4 key matchups today are going to be Eric Stokes versus Terry McLaurin, as we kind of mentioned earlier. That's going to be a big time matchup. Elton Jenkins, who I am going to assume we have at left tackle today. I'm going to check right now. Let's see. We send Amari in motion. Yeah, we got Elton in there. Good run by Jonesy. He's going up against Chase Young, premier talent, 2nd-year pro. Got his hands full today. Third key
Yeah, man,
matchup
so
is
I'm gonna spoil this for you because I this does deserve a little play-by-play as we're driving down the field. First down, we had a nice run by Jones, picked up probably 9 yards. Second down, we go with play action and suffer a huge sack.
Oh, no.
Montez Sweat beat Billy Turner. Rodgers loses like 10 yards on it. So we're 3rd and 11 right now. And Rodgers takes off running up the middle, finds daylight for a first down.
He ran for 21 yards.
No. 11.
Oh, okay.
So we were in a 2nd and 1 situation, and instead
Oh, that's
of
right. Okay, yeah. I
we
see
went
now.
play action, and Rodgers lost. He lost 10 yards on the sack, but
Well, that
thankfully,
should
3rd and 11, he takes off up the middle and picks up an easy first.
just about put us in the red zone, which is a key matchup for me. Is our red zone offense versus their red zone defense. Not as efficient this year as we were last year. We were like 80% in the red zone last year, so need to be more efficient with that today. I'm hoping. Let's see. I'm on that 3rd and 11 right now.
I
Oh,
like
yeah.
how much we're getting Aaron Jones involved in the passing game already on this first drive.
Oh, yeah.
him on this first down here with a nice little designed flat route, and he picks up about 5 yards. But we're really trying to get Jones involved and seeing more motion than we've
Mhm.
seen up to this point in the year. Kind of looks like the offense is getting a bit more creative today.
A little bit. Let's see. So the last before I go to my ticker here is Kenny Clark versus the Washington football offensive line. Kenny Clark has been a beast this year, so hopefully he continues that going forward.
On that note, a big blow for Washington is their All-Pro guard Brandon Scherff is out today, some sort of injury. So that could be a big matchup to exploit for us. Kenny Clark attacking the interior of that offensive line.
Mm-hmm.
So where are you right now, my man?
Second and 5 with 9 minutes to go on the clock. Rodgers coming up to the line. Let's see. We got single backfield, Jones in the backfield, bunch trips. Handoff to Jones. Modest 2 yards. So it brings up a 3rd and 3. I'm assuming you've seen the 3rd and 3.
Yes, I just saw the completion of it. I won't spoil anything for you, but I will say that it looks like Rodgers has a really excellent catch of a bad snap. Kind of flings his arm up in the air. Okay, all right,
Mhm.
sorry. I got to spoil it for you now. We don't convert, and we're keeping the offense out there on 4th and 3.
You think he's just trying to get a false
Nope.
start?
We've been empty backfield, ball snapped.
Oh, cow. Okay. Yeah, that was a good job by Rodgers. Man, you know what? I'll give the Washington cornerback credit on that 3rd and 3. Who was that? Johnson? That was a great open field tackle on.
Oh yeah, that was an excellent open field tackle. I mean, honestly, I'm impressed with Rodgers on that play for being able to reel in that off target snap and then
That
still
could have been disastrous.
So Jones tries to extend, but doesn't. He was just too far away, didn't have much of a chance. So that put us in the 4th and 3. And as I said,
You're being
we
aggressive.
out there and we line up 5 wide, empty backfield. So I don't know. What does Coach Andrew think about that decision? Opening drive against
Well, we throw it to Devontae, who's in for a Green Bay Packer touchdown.
Man, I got a
Love it.
little nervous on that play when Rodgers his first read wasn't open, so he started scrambling around trying to buy time. Looked like he was going to take off and run, but Washington moves up to stop it. But when you do that, that's going to leave someone open, and Rodgers finds Devontae.
All right, Rodgers. Only 3 more touchdowns to go on our bold prediction on Cody's bold prediction there. So opening drive touchdown, dude. Love it. Love
it. That is a very bold call to go for it on 4th and 3 there.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, I probably would have taken the points just so you can say you put up some points on your opening drive, get a little momentum. But thankfully it worked out, man. I think the offense feels pretty confident about what they can do today, and maybe that leads to some more aggression.
I would agree with that.
And I mean, frankly, they should. Statistically, so far this year, the Washington defense, they're either 31st or 32nd in the league.
Mm-hmm.
Not very good. And it's surprising because their defensive line, that vaunted defensive line, they actually are getting pressure. They statistically they rate pretty well for pressure and sacks. It's just that their secondary has been so bad that quarterbacks have been able to exploit it despite the good pass rush.
Yeah, which bodes well for our receivers and Rodgers today. Hell, the way this game started, Rodgers might even be able to have a 5 touchdown game. We'll see, but I do expect Jonesy to get
almost
involved.
said 5 touchdowns, but I thought too bold.
Yeah, I do expect Jonesy to get in on the fun, even AJ Dillon maybe getting a goal line touchdown or something today. So I do see us on pace for about 35 points today, though. I mean, we're off to a good start, but I could see us
Yeah, I mean,
putting that up.
honestly, we're at home against one of the worst defenses in the league,
hmm
and we've been playing a lot of tough defenses this year. I'm kind of waiting for a breakout game from the offense. Maybe this is it.
I think it might be. Um, boy, so I know the Washington football team's dealing with some injuries, but I believe Antonio Gibson's playing today. McLaurin's out there. They are missing Curtis Samuel and Logan Thomas. And they are starting Tyler Heineke, but this Redskins offense is pretty creative. They give you some different looks. They could put up some points on us. I think it's going to be up to some of our more role players and having to step up yet again this year, which have done a great job the last few weeks. Guys like Dean Lowry stepping up. Um, I also saw that Devontae Campbell is the number one ranked inside linebacker right now this year. He's playing lights out. By the way, do you see who's number third on rankings for inside linebackers this year?
I didn't.
That rookie inside linebacker that Cleveland drafted that you wanted from Notre Dame.
Osa Kimura.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's playing.
he's been lighting it up. I know he's injured right now.
Yeah,
But yeah, when healthy, he's been a heck of a player.
yeah, he's been playing great so far this year. Okay, flags coming out on the kickoff here. Kenny Clark
It's on
looking.
Washington.
Is it good? You see Kenny Clark just fucking running out there like ready to fucking hit someone. He's like, fuck that flag.
So when you were talking about the injuries and the inactives just a second ago, I think one interesting thing to note is that when I was looking over the list, none other than tight end Jace Sternberger is apparently a member of the Washington Redacteds now, and he was on the inactive list, but you got to think Washington probably picked him up solely to pick his brain on the playbook. Obviously, it didn't help him very much on the first drive.
No, it didn't really help him. And that shouldn't be an issue as long as we execute today. I mean, if we execute, they're not going to be able to stop us. I don't feel like so. First down, giving it to Gibson here. He rumbles for about 4 or 5 yards. Since you are a little bit ahead of me, who you want to take over the play-by-play today? You want to do more play-by-play, or and then I kind of look for reviews on some questionable calls, or
Well, I mean, I don't want to spoil things for you. So if you feel comfortable doing the play-by-play,
yeah, that's fine. You just kind of do some color commentary, I guess, on the plays article. So we got 2nd and 7 here. Heineke, shotgun, four receivers out there. McLaurin already should be about 3rd and 1, I'm guessing.
yeah, and that was Stokes was pretty tight in coverage, but that's just a hard route to defend. Just that sort of hitch to the outside. If that's thrown on time, there's not a whole lot you can do.
McLaurin's he's a premier talent, man. It doesn't get too much better than Terry McLaurin in the NFL. So he's a stud. So he's still going to get his. He could have like a 10 catch game today. We just got to limit the big plays.
Yeah, I'll be interested to see.
What a seal block on Campbell.
Yeah, yep. And Heineke takes off running there for the first down. Actually, it almost looked like it was designed for run. He's got some wheels on him. That's something to watch for sure. But yeah, one thing I'll be interested to see is if we move Stokes to stay on McLaurin, or if we keep him on one side.
I feel like we did because he was on Jair's side on that catch.
Yeah, and actually that's what I was just going to comment on, is that I think we might be doing something that we don't even give Jair the opportunity to do, and we're letting Stokes shadow the number one receiver. At least that appears to be the plan right now, and I think that's a good plan because Washington's, I couldn't even name their number 2 receiver right now, and I haven't seen who we have out there on the opposite boundary. I assume it's Rasul Douglas.
Yep, we do.
So I don't want to see him matched up on McLaurin too often. So probably a good idea to have Stokes.
Got a shot of Jair itching to get out there, I'm sure. Got 2nd and 5 here, single backfield, send Ricky Seals-Jones in motion. Fakes the screen. Gibson does a good job breaking a couple tackles. Makes another 3rd and 1. So back to, I mean, they're marching, being efficient.
Yeah, actually,
Derek,
watching the Washington offense, I will say it looks like there's some creativity to it. They've
yeah,
got
there
a
is.
lot of motion, misdirection. They're trying to kind of protect Heineke and not put too much on his plate.
Hmm.
I think they're calling a decent game plan so far.
So, yeah, Joe Barry's gonna have his hands full today. Get some pressure. 3rd and 1, they pick it up, and then some. Wow, okay, picked about 5, 6. All right, so 7 play drive so far. Held them to 2 back-to-back 3rd downs, but 2 3rd-and-1s. They pick them both up, and Washington is marching. No big plays yet, but this would be the spot of the field where we need to get where we need to get stopped. No more 1st downs after this. So otherwise, they pretty much be in field goal range. All right, we're looking like we're about to send 5 men. We do not. We send 4. Heineke with a wide open man.
Yeah,
McLaurin again.
yeah, that looked like a busted coverage to me.
Mhm.
The closest guy was Amos, but he was at least 7 yards away and just kind of came in to clean up. So I think some kind of coverage breakdown there.
Mhm.
Yeah, the Washington offense moving the ball pretty well right now, and they're not really known as an offensive juggernaut.
Yep.
Uh, Now on this next play, I want you to watch Jalen Smith.
I saw him. He almost had him. The 1st and 10, and they get a touchdown.
Yeah,
McLaurin.
yeah. So Jalen Smith, in just his 2nd game with the team, they sent him on a blitz here, and I thought he comes in pretty well. He gets a piece of Heineke, but just the angle he was coming at, he couldn't wrap up. Heineke launches downfield, and Stokes just doesn't have good coverage on McLaurin, and it's a touchdown.
No, and I was a little worried about that going into this game. As I said, I'm pretty bullish on McLaurin. I really do think he's a
Yeah, I
top
think my
10
bold
receiver in the
prediction
league.
that he's held under 70 yards,
Yeah, I was
that might not
yeah,
last the first half.
I wasn't gonna share that same sentiment. I do think Terry McLaurin's gonna definitely get his today. I almost thought that with how well Stokes has been playing this year, that McLaurin might be his welcome to the NFL moment rookie. Like I thought McLaurin might have him on skates all day today. That's also literally how good I think Terry McLaurin is. I have him right up there with how well I think Deontay Johnson is. Like both those receivers are elite talents who don't
Yeah,
get the
I mean he's
respect that they
definitely
can
he's
deserve.
a hell of
Yeah,
a player, and
yeah.
who he's never had a really good quarterback thrown to him. It's
Oh,
not
and
like
he's
there are a lot of
produced.
other offensive
Yeah.
pieces on that team, but he continues to produce. Yeah, man, it looks like you're right. He does kind of have Stokes on his heels right now.
Mhm.
Um, I mean, I wonder, just given the total dearth of other offensive
Well,
talent on that
what am I
team,
doing?
if we start just trying to double McLaurin every play and dare him to go somewhere else.
You should have reminded me to update that score. I just had the Packers sitting at 0 for that entire Washington drive. It's gonna take me a little bit to get used to doing these, but hopefully this ticker will help us in reviews and stuff so we can keep track. But we'll have to skip the first few weeks because it'll be a little off.
Yeah, don't worry about it. NFL's got professionals hired solely to handle the ticker. So you're
To not do commentary and do ticker at the same time. We're a small operation. We do everything. We're like a single mother, cook, clean, and doing dishes.
Yeah, so
I
actually they're
love these
showing the
Baker
game plan
Mayfield
on
commercials.
touchdown right now, and it was a really good block by the running back, came across the formation to pick up Smith and just got enough of them to prevent the sack. I mean, I like that. I like blitzing a young quarterback,
Mhm.
putting pressure on him. It's just, we need better coverage in that situation. Stokes just didn't do very well there.
Mhm.
But offense is going to be coming back out on the field. And to me, this is really one of the keys to the game is that if we can pull ahead by multiple scores, it's going to change the dynamic of the game, and it's going to
Mhm.
let our pass rush pin back. So to me, it's almost more important that the offense has a great game today
Mhm.
than the defense. So hopefully they can get some nice momentum on this drive and keep up the scoring.
I will make a. I just saw the replay on Stokes's or McLaurin's touchdown there. I do think that this extra coverage Stokes has on the other team's number one receivers will help him come, playoff time. Like,
For sure.
you know, um, hopefully Jair's back and he'll take over that role of covering the number one receivers. But this experience against the premier talents in the NFL will only help him even more kind of get up to speed and acclimate with his development. So all right, so we got 1st and 10 for me. You're probably on like 3rd down now or something, but shotgun. Man, we love fucking shotguns on 1st downs, don't we? God damn. All right, we do hand it off to Dylan. Picks up 2 yards.
So I don't super love the shotgun with Dylan. He's the type of running back who you put him in the I formation or you put him in the backfield so he can gain a little steam before he hits the line of scrimmage. When he's moving laterally with these shotgun handoffs, he's a big boy. It takes him a little bit to get going.
I would agree. And wow, 2nd and 8, we go empty fucking backfield on 2nd and 8. Why?
Yeah, it gets worse.
Oh, almost picked by Chase Young.
Yeah. So I certainly don't like that call to go 5 wide empty backfield on 2nd and 8. But then, because of that, they're putting a 3rd and 8 and they go 5 wide empty backfield again, as if we're not going up against 4 first-round talents on the defensive line, and Rodgers takes a sack. Um,
Hmm,
I mean,
terrible.
the amount
Terrible.
of 5 wide that we do, it's insane. It's as if we've got the 2011 Green Bay Packers out here with that elite receiving squad. We don't,
So,
man.
so the beat writers are starting to notice this too, and they've been asking about this in the press conferences. They've even done the research. This is the most shotgun 5 wide Green Bay's ever done in the Matt LaFleur era, like
Oh,
at
by
any point
far, man,
stretch.
by
Yeah.
far. It also, I do want to make a quick comment. It looks like on that play where Rodgers got sacked, does look like Chase Young is hurt. Not sure how serious it is. They cut away to commercial. Um, but yeah, man, honestly, the amount of 5 wide we're doing is partially motivating me to think that
Looks like he just got poked in the eye.
yeah, it's partially motivating me to think, I'm always evaluating trade options, how we can improve the team, and traditionally I thought defense, try to find someone for the defensive line, something like that.
Mhm.
But dude, if we're gonna keep trotting out 5 wide receivers, why not go get Brandon Cooks, proven deep threat, a guy who's proven that he can be traded mid-season and still produce. And he's cheap, man. He would only be like a $2 million cap hit. We can afford that. If you put him and MBS on opposite sides of the field, you're threatening deep from both sides of the field, which is going to open up the middle for if you put Devontae in the slot. I really like the idea of going and getting Brandon Cooks and Houston. They're absolutely sellers at this point. They're going nowhere. They want to get as many picks as they can.
Have you taken a look at Cooks' contract, seeing if he's on his last year of his deal or multiple years on his deal?
I believe he actually has multiple years, which I think is a good thing since we don't have anyone under contract next year. That would give us one proven guy still on the team. And like I said, like it's his cap hit this year would only be like 2 million or something like that. You're not going to find many proven deep threat wide receivers who've had all pro seasons in the NFL for a $2 million a year cap hit.
So I think the issue with that is he's got a $15 million cap hit next year, which I'm sure Houston's gonna want to get rid of that. They're not gonna want to absorb that.
I mean, dude, worst things worse, cut him next year. Make it a half year rental. If you can spend like a 5th round pick for a guy who gives us a better shot at the Super Bowl,
cutting him would be a $7.5 million dead cap hit. I mean, maybe. I'm assuming the money is why. Like, we couldn't make it work with Gilmore, so I'm assuming the money's probably why.
Well, Gilmore had like a $15 million cap hit this year, I think.
Yeah. And New England wanted the cap money this year. They didn't want to absorb it. So I'm on the punt right now. You're probably way past it, but Bojorquez had an 82-yard punt last week, which was second longest in Green Bay Packer history.
Yeah, Bojorquez has been one of our best acquisitions this year. He was traded for 6th round pick, traded right at the end of training camp. And man, what a good move that has been. I don't think J.K. Scott has a job right now.
No, he's had a couple tryouts. I think one with the Dolphins. I think one with the Jets. I do not believe he's been picked up by anyone yet. So, boy, does that go to show you just, sad state of how bad J.K. Scott has been. Yes, he is still a free agent right now. Who knows? His career might be done already. All right, so it's a first down. Devondre Campbell does a great job of limiting Gibson to a 1-yard gain.
Yeah, and I like the whole defense swarms to him. It looked like 3 guys ended up tackling him.
That's something that's been missing is that swarming defense. You see other elite defenses have it, but we have not had a swarming defense in a very long time. So love to see it.
So this is interesting. I didn't notice on the second down, but I'll spoil it. It's a little screen and we stop him for no gain. Jalen Smith came in with nice pursuit and kind of delayed the runner. So we got him in a 3rd and 8 here, and we do have Whitney Merciless out on the field as a pass rusher.
Nice.
So like I said, I haven't seen how often he's been out there, but it would not surprise me if we send him out on obvious passing downs.
Yeah, he will probably go out there on clear third and longs, because probably don't take too much. Just tell him, hey, go get him, big guy.
Well, yeah. Even I read some commentary from our outside linebackers coach Mike Smith, talking about how it's kind of nice to have a veteran who. He knows what he's doing. Smith doesn't have to spend a lot of time with him. He says he loves coaching the young guys. But it's good to have Merciless has been in this league a long time and had some success. So you don't have to go give him too many pointers as far as technique goes.
Fuck that one up.
Man, I was a big fan of that acquisition. Houston released him purely out of a respect move. It was a mutual parting of ways where he'd been a locker room leader for a long time, been a successful player for them, saw that the team was going nowhere, so they wanted to give him a chance to go compete somewhere. And Green Bay.
Yeah. Boy, Green Bay's had some luck kind of fall into their laps this year. Jalen Smith, almost Gilmore, just couldn't make the money or the situation didn't work out. But then Whitney Merciless now too. So dang. Not only do I applaud Goot for being aggressive and going to get these guys, but we're getting lucky when we need it most because we've been getting hit pretty hard with the injuries. So
yeah, man, and honestly, the Merciless signing, a lot of people are saying he's washed up, not as good as he used to be. Like, yeah, he's 31. He's lost a step, but people forget that this year, his entire career, he's played as a 3-4 outside linebacker. This year, he was transitioned to a 4-3 defensive end. So playing out of position, he still has, I think, 3 sacks on the year playing out of position. Last year, it wasn't his best year, but you go back the year before that, and he had a very good year. I actually think he might have had double-digit sacks. So I don't think he's as washed up as people might think. And as he learns our defense, I think he could be a real asset for us.
Yeah, I would agree. And in Houston, he was like one of the pretty much top guys. Like he was relied upon to be like the #1 pass rusher. He's gonna be, if when everyone's up to speed, I would assume he's gonna be probably #4. He's not gonna be a starter. He's gonna come off the bench, give guys a breather. He'll play, half the amount of snaps as what he did in Houston. So he'll be able to give us 100% throughout the whole game. Like deep in the fourth, we're gonna be able to still hopefully have a consistent pass rush where they're not, hands on the knees, breathing heavy. So we got 3rd and 8 here on my screen. Let's see. They do got Whitney Merciless up high. Gary down low.
This is bullshit.
And I'm gonna assume they call pass interference.
Yeah, I don't think
that looks like a great play. That just looked like a great play.
Defensive play. And they throw a late flag for pass interference. I don't think that's a good call. That's going to give him a first down. It does look like a Washington player goes down.
That would be Diami Brown, their rookie receiver.
All right. Yeah, I don't like that call. I thought Douglas had nice defense on that. Instead, the refs are going to give him a first
Was that
down.
Douglas? I thought it looked like Savage, but okay,
No,
yeah, it was
I'm pretty sure it was
great
Douglas.
play.
I thought I saw
Great
29.
Great play, but I thought by Douglas, but whatever.
Yeah, I mean,
they're gonna show a replay of this.
where
Okay.
before the ball is in the air, he does get his hands on him, but it's a ticky-tacky, like, let him play thing.
Right.
I don't know. At best, I could see calling this illegal contact, not pass interference. An illegal contact, that would only be 5 yards rather than the spot of the foul. But I think they do call it pass interference. Dude, Henneke is he's not hesitating to take deep shots.
No, I've only seen a couple games of his, but he's been efficient in the games I've seen him play. So I think the issue with, or the key to Heineke is he's a young guy. You gotta get pressure on him. You gotta make him uncomfortable in the pocket. If he has time to set his feet, it's good blocking. He's got the skills to probably pick you apart, so.
Yeah, and I mean, like I said, you go back to the playoffs last year against Tampa, he was thrown in as a starter. I don't think he'd started the game prior to that. Alex Smith injured his calf, so Henneke gets the starting nod, and he kept up with Tom Brady. He kept an interesting game. Like I said, he's got some wheels. He can take off running. It kind of seems like he's got a little bit of that Brett Favre mentality. He's not afraid.
A little bit.
Yeah. And the Washington offensive line, that is one strength of their team. They have a very good offensive line that protects well. So, given our pass rushing weaknesses so far, it may be a little difficult to get pressure on them today without sending some heat.
Yeah. And we only had any sacks on. Pressure hasn't been great on, besides the one Jalen Smith pressure there. On the flip side, Rodgers has been sacked twice already in this game.
Lo and behold, you go empty backfield 5 wide 75% of the time against an elite defensive line. Oh yeah, maybe that's not going to work out. Like, come on.
So Washington comes down, scores here.
Shoot.
I mean, a lot of ball game left, but not the start you kind of want.
This is no good.
Do we have an injury?
Yep. So on this first down play, Russell Douglas makes a nice tackle on the running back, but he looks to be in severe pain, holding his arm. This looks like a bad injury. And with Douglas out, that probably means we're putting Isaac Yiadom out there.
Oh yeah, that's a hard hit.
We all saw how it went last week on the first series when Yiadom was there. Got yanked
yeah.
right away.
Yeah, Douglas looks like that looks like a dislocated shoulder, I'm thinking.
Yeah, I mean that. Come on with the fucking injury luck this
Or
year.
a stinger. It looks like he's kind of slapping his arm.
Nah, he's down. He's down. They got all the trainers out there. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, he's getting up. Well, all right. He gets up. He's moving both arms. All right.
After seeing it, I thought it looked like a stinger. So
All right. He goes over and fist bumps Coach LaFleur. All right, you're right. It probably just a stinger. He is coming off the field though. I think he's going to the medical tent just for some evaluation. But he looks to be in good spirits, so hopefully just a stinger.
hopefully he can get back out there. However, in the meantime, if
You
I'm
got
Washington,
attack his replacement right away.
well, yeah. Hey, thank God, or Washington's missing a few of their, wideouts besides McLaurin. I mean, Sims is out. Brown was hurt. I don't know if Brown's going to be going back in. Curtis Samuel, the big offseason acquisition. Holy cow, if they had Curtis Samuel out there against Isaac Yiadom.
Yeah, Samuel would eat him up. We actually have some good coverage on that second down and force a check down, and then Campbell and Sullivan come in for a nice open field tackle. So we got him in a 3rd and 3 here.
All right, I'm checking out the 2nd and 8 right now.
Oh, come on, man.
Does this drive just have the feel that they're going to slowly march down, score a touchdown on us? Just
Yeah.
paper cut.
It's documented how bad our red zone defense is. We literally haven't stopped a single red zone trip this year, and they're coming up on the red zone now. They do a little draw play to McKissick, and he gets hit in the backfield, but he just keeps powering forward and picks up the first down.
Yeah, this just seems like a paper cut drive for us. They're going to paper cut us to death. So at this point, this is kind of this reminds me a lot of the old Patton defense. This bend and don't break thing, like just giving them 5-6 yards every time.
The problem is this defense so far this year has shown that they break 100% of the time in the red zone, so you can't bend.
Yeah. Well fucking said. Oh my God, this is tough to watch. Make some plays, guys. We gotta get healthy. We gotta get fucking healthy. If there was ever a team that needed a bye week early in the season, it's us.
Yeah, well, I mean, thankfully, after the Arizona game, you can kind of consider that a mini bye week. We'll have like a week and a half before we got to travel to Kansas City.
So 1st and 10, we stopped Gibson, no gain.
Yeah, that was a nice tackle by Campbell. Comes and fills the hole, and Lowry's there to help him.
Do you think back plays against Arizona? I think he plays.
I don't think about Arizona. I think Kansas City is the earliest we see him.
Did you see that Russ Wilson's gunning to play week 10, coming back from his injury week 10? We just happened to fucking play Seattle in week 10.
Yeah. He specifically, I think he wants to come back for Green Bay.
Yeah. All right, Heineke rolls out on the run. He's going to scramble, slides. So it's about 5-yard run, it looks like. 3rd and 4.
If he didn't slide, If he dove, he could have been very close to the first.
That grass looks slick today, by the way. Both Rogers and Heineke have slid, and they went about 5-6 yards extra after they slid.
So you're gonna be pissed on this third down, because Heineke overthrows it and it goes right through Savage's hands. Should have been an interception. Instead, we let him come out and
Those are the plays that Savage has to make. Like,
snap, man. All right, so they come out and kick a field goal. Like this doesn't even seem like a long field goal, and this thing just comes up. Oh, all right. Kingsley Kiki gets a piece of this field goal kick.
holy fuck, Kiki!
Yeah,
Kingsley Kiki showing up to play, baby!
Yeah.
Woo! All right.
That it like it was a weird block because the ball kept going straight on. It didn't like get knocked to the side or anything. It just like cut the air out from under it, and it ends up hitting the bottom upright and does not go through.
Who the hell is Chris Blewett?
All right,
Yeah, Kiki.
Defense. Well, I shouldn't even say the defense, man. I should say special teams for once coming through with a play, and we get bailed out here. For the love of God, I hope we don't see any 5 wide on this next drive.
Dude, please get back to the run. Dude, put Josiah in the game and play some smash mouth football up the middle. Let's alternate Dylan, Jones, and just run it down their goddamn throats on this drive. It's our turn to give the defense a rest, a breather, and us to slowly pick up first down after first down after first down, marching all the way down to get a touchdown, and eating up some good clock here on this. I mean, but I'm not the head coach, and I know Aaron Rodgers is going to want to get a little bit of the pie too. He ain't just want to hand it off the whole fucking drive, I bet. So,
Yeah, I mean, the game plan may have been that to attack them through the air because of their weak secondary. But whether it's our offensive line or just their defensive line finally waking up, it's becoming obvious that we can't handle this pressure when we're just manning up with them. So we need to make some in-game adjustments here, because it's not going to go well if we keep dropping Rodgers back with an empty backfield.
nope, no, it will not. Oh, do something, you guys.
Dude, I just don't understand it, man. I every single game, I tell you how frustrated I get with this 5 wide. It's
Are we 5 wide again?
no, we're not back yet.
Okay. I'm still in commercial too, so.
All right, so now we're out here. 1st and 10. We got Jones in the backfield. Play action. Goes to is this Big Bob? Yeah, Big Bob picks up a nice first down. He carries the defender on him about 5 yards. Takes a big hit, but he gets up fine.
Nice.
Yeah, it was nice to see Big Bob Tunyon getting involved a little bit. He's been pretty much invisible this year. But dude, I'm just surprised by the number of long developing plays we're doing. Like a lot of play action with deep routes, all this 5 wide. Like we got to have some quicker development plays.
I'm not loving the game plan going into this game so far. I do see Amari Rodgers getting out there a little bit more though.
It seems like they're only using him as a jet sweep decoy though, and the fact that he hasn't actually taken a jet sweep yet, I don't know if defenders are really gonna respect it. Like,
they're gonna
willing to do it for them to really have any hesitation.
Right.
Honestly, Rodgers, like he's not like running hard with it because he's not selling it well. So I think you got to get this young guy excited, get the ball in his hands, and he'll show a little more effort.
All right, so we got 1st and 10 on my screen. a terrible play action, but gives it to Jones for pretty much a no gain.
Yeah, the dump off pass.
Yeah, I just saw the dump off pass.
Yeah, that was a nice open field tackle. Honestly, it was a hard hit, kind of low on Jones's body. I didn't like seeing that, but Jones got up fine, and I'll spoil it for you here on second down. They go right back to Jones with a similar play. This time he's got more space and he powers ahead to a first down.
Nice. It looks like they put a visor on Chase Young's face mask now that he got poked in the eye there. Good play by Jonesy.
That first drive where we just kind of marched on the field, it was very focused on getting Aaron Jones the ball. I think that is something that we need to do here.
I do see that they moved Chase Young to the other side. I do think that he normally lines up over the left tackle, but they flipped him over to Billy Turner's side. Billy Turner, besides the blunder early in this game, he has quietly been having a really solid season, I feel like, for us. So
yeah, dude. By far, I would say he's probably been the most reliable guy on our line so far.
and I mentioned this because I was hearing some talk between some beat writers who were talking about how Billy Turner is really playing kind of at a Pro Bowl level, they feel, but he's not going to make the Pro Bowl just based on name recognition alone. But so far, he should garner some votes, and especially once like Bakhtiari comes back and stuff, he won't. Bakhtiari will just eat all those votes up anyway. So
yeah, I was getting so excited for Bakhtiari coming back and finally seeing our true starting five together. And I don't know if you saw it, but Josh Myers actually went to IR today, so he's going to be out for at least 3 games.
Well, maybe come playoffs. So
all right, man.
I'm on 2nd and 7, by the way. So I did see the first down throw to Cobb.
Yeah, that was a nice catch, contested catch by Cobb. But this next first down play, I like seeing this. It's something a little out of the ordinary for us. Getting the ball into the hands of someone that we don't usually see it in. I don't know. I'll let you watch it and tell me what you think.
What, Degora? I'm on pre-snap. We sent him in motion. That's a jet sweep to EQ. First down.
Yeah, man. EQ's a big, fast guy. Jet sweep might be a decent way to get him the ball. And like I was saying, like when you don't run the jet sweep, they don't have to respect it. We actually run it there. Now they might have to think about it. Although I will say, very next play, 1st and 10, we decide to go empty backfield 5 wide.
What? Why? Why do we go fucking empty set on first down?
Yeah, it seems
Why?
like every time we're going 5 wide, Rodgers is getting sacked at this point.
Oh my God. Oh my God. This play calling is frustrating.
And we go right back on second down.
We're going to keep doing it now. Now that we're in 2nd and long.
Yeah, dude, Rodgers almost takes a sack on the second down play. He's like running around like a rodeo clown back there for his life. And he takes off scrambling, but doesn't really get anything. I don't like this at all. Why are we not running the football?
That's 3 sacks on him in the first half so far. That's ridiculous.
Oh my God, Rodgers, what are you doing? Dude, he just stands back in the pocket here, just like all day. Like I can't believe this 3rd down play. What is he thinking?
At least I hope we don't fucking turn the ball over on 3rd down. At least get a field goal out of this thing. I hate that he gets up all smiling and laughing and stuff. Like, you're in the red zone, dude. Like, killer mentality. Let's get this going. I'm about to see the third down play now.
And see how Rogers just stands back there like a statue. Like when it's clear that his first couple reads are covered. He should have rolled out of the pocket to
What's
break
the
the play
flag?
down.
Is that roughing the passer?
Oh my God! All right, dude, it finally happened. We've been waiting for it all year long because it's been an issue every single game, and we keep saying this is going to cost us. This is going to cost us. Right side of the field goal kicking unit lets a block happen.
I hope they don't pick it up and run it back.
No, we recover it, but it's it's still going to be a turnover on downs.
Well, Murray Straighten said that they fucking fixed the issue, but guess not.
I've literally never seen a field goal blocking unit this bad, like bad in a specific and consistent way, and I don't know how the coach, like, you got to make a change at this point because it's clearly not been corrected, and this is the sort of shit that could cost us a game. I mean, we just
Did Crosby get hurt on that play?
not that I saw. I hope
It
not.
looked like he was on his back and like put his hands up to his helmet when he was on his back.
Jesus, dude, that would be a big blow to us. He's like the one reliable guy we have on special teams. Him and Bajorquez.
I'm not sure though, so I'm gonna try to look it up here. I don't know if they're gonna have anything posted yet, but maybe.
I am just. I mean, thankfully, the special teams and Kingsley Kiki, they bailed us out on the last drive. Just getting enough of that field goal to take points off the board for Washington, and this was our opportunity to go up, but we have bad offensive play calling and then bad execution on special teams leaves us in a 7-7 deadlock with a bunch of time burned off the clock. This is not the sort of game that you want to keep close. We need to be getting ahead by multiple scores.
Mm-hmm. See, I haven't seen anything about him being hurt yet, but you leave a team like Washington kind of hanging around late game, they can pull off an upset on you, dude.
Like I said, I didn't personally see anything where I thought Crosby was hurt. But I am curious if he were to get hurt, who our backup kicker would be on the active game day roster. If it'd be probably.
So for the rest of this game, it would probably have to be Bajorquez. But we do have JJ Molson on the practice squad that we've been
and
protecting
I know we
week.
like Molson. So that Jesus. Yeah, I mean they're not saying anything about Crosby being hurt.
All right. Well, phew. Thank God. Boy, this game's gonna make me start having to drink a little bit earlier today, I think.
Come on! Dude, all right, holy fuck, dude. You're gonna
Lose my shit. Oh my God.
We make Taylor Henneke look like Colin Kaepernick out here.
Oh, I love when QBs scramble for big yards.
This is a joke, man. Come out here and lose to the Washington Redacteds.
That was on that block was actually on John Runyon. Couldn't block man. I'm on 1st and 10. Does he do it on 1st and 10?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm seeing it now. Oh yeah, nice run. Oh, 20 yards, 30 yards, 35, almost 40. Woo! Holy cow. Nice. Good
they
job,
just give us
guys.
that was Washington's first blocked field goal in 71 games.
Teams do have a lot of firsts after long droughts against us. So
yeah.
Jesus Christ, Heineke. Already in field goal range for him. Handing it off to Gibson. We do a okay job, 2-yard gain.
We got to keep in mind Washington's going to get the ball to start the second half.
I know they can go 2 for 1 here right now. Especially if they, I'm sure the game plan for Washington now is to slow it down, start handing it off, eat the clock, make sure that Rodgers doesn't have a chance to go down, get any points, and they're going to try to go 2 for 1. Could very well see yourselves in a 21-7 hole midway through the third. The rate this is going.
Woo!
All right, I'm on second and
Savage.
8.
Nice bang bang hit. Like he comes in there and times it perfectly and just smacks the receiver to stop them on a 3rd and 3.
Nice, good job, Savage. Savage is a player that needs to become just a consistent playmaker for us, like every week.
Oh
Like-
wow. All right, so they're keeping the offense out here. They've already shown they don't respect our defense. 4th and 3.
I'm watching the 3rd and 3 right now. That was a great play by Savage.
Yeah, that was a nice hit by Savage.
I'm watching your reaction to see if we fucking stop him or not.
You can't read this poker face.
I'm all nervous and shit now. I
Who do you
want the
think they're
ball
gonna
back.
go to on 4th?
Terry McLaurin.
It's a good assumption.
Wouldn't you, man? You haven't stopped him so far.
Yeah, or I might just design a QB run the way we've been playing.
Oh, we stop him though. Stokes stops him. Yeah, baby. Yeah, that's my rookie. Fuck yeah. Ain't flags? Ain't flags?
No flags, dude. They show this replay and
Oh, what a great play. Gets his
Stokes'
hand in there.
and yeah, he gets his hand right in there. That is textbook. I mean, honestly, I think this is my favorite thing about Eric Stokes so far is the way he hand battles and can really get in there to swat the ball. That is something that, I mean, he might have more defensive passes already than Kevin King has had in the past 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if he can start, getting that extra split second of recognition, he might be able to put himself in position for interceptions. But right
Yeah.
now, at
Those will
least
come.
he's there and batting passes down. I don't want to say, he's a Pro Bowler or anything. We did watch him give up a bad touchdown earlier in the game. But that is to be expected with a rookie. He's going to take his lumps, but he does make plays.
Here's a question for you. We're almost to the halfway point in the season. We're getting there. Thus far in Stokes' rookie year, who's been the better rookie cornerback? Jair or Eric Stokes? Jair's rookie season. Who's had the better rookie season?
I mean, that's an interesting question, but a tough one because I don't remember the game by game of Jair's rookie season all that well. But I'll say this, I feel confident that Stokes has had more put on his plate. I mean, he's out there playing as our number 1 corner right now and doing a pretty decent job.
Mm-hmm.
So, in that regard, I might say Stokes is more impressive. But as far as the actual play, it's hard to say without seeing some tape of Jair's rookie year.
Yeah. By the way, Douglas has not returned to this game yet. It was still Yadam out there, which makes me surprised that they haven't attacked Isaac Yadam so far yet today.
Yeah. Dude, I don't like Yadam out there. I would much rather bring up KB and Ento from the practice squad, if I'm being honest.
Same.
Dude, this Washington front seven has a lot of talent in it.
Yes, they do. A lot of first round picks. All right, we're back. 1st and 10. Good pick up by Lazard here.
I like seeing the lounge lizard get involved, man. Every
Same.
time we go to him, it's almost always a first down. Like he's a chain mover. And he does all
Great
the
blocker too.
blocking. Like you need to reward that guy with some more catches.
Mm-hmm. All right. 1st and 10. Aaron Jones goes nowhere.
Yeah, that kind of a draw play there, and I was hoping like it looked for a second like he might have some daylight, but that front seven and their rookie middle linebacker Jamin Davis, first round pick, closes in lightning fast and hits Jones at the line of scrimmage.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think that takes us to the 2-minute warning. So here's a question. Looking at a 2nd and 10 here, 2 minutes to go. Are you worried about draining clock here?
No. No.
I'm gonna take the opposite stance, man. The way this Washington team has been moving the ball on offense, I don't want to give it back to them with any time. I would go with a very safe play here, either a run or a screen, short pass, something that I know is going to keep the clock ticking.
Do you know how many timeouts they have?
I believe they have all 3 timeouts.
Do they?
And
yeah, actually, I don't know.
A lot of time on the field so far. The offense hasn't generated much rhythm in recent drives, so we'd be sending a tired defense back out there.
Yeah, I would be aggressive in trying to get the ball down to at least field goal range, and then depending on how long it takes us to get down there, we can kind of gauge from there. At least make them burn their timeouts.
Well, that's what I'm saying. And if we pass here on 2nd down and it's incomplete, we burn no time off the clock, and then we're in a 3rd and 10, and they have all 3 timeouts in 2 minutes. To me, that's a dangerous situation in this game.
Are we back yet? Because I'm still on commercial.
Not yet.
Boy, after such a promising start there on our first drive, we have just been flat since then.
You're gonna love this 2nd and 9, 5 wide, empty backfield.
Oh my God! Why? Stop, dude! Just stop.
Yeah,
we were supposed to be a power running team. What the fuck happened to being a power running team, dude? It's never going to happen with Rodgers around.
It's amazing. I'd be interested in seeing statistics. I would make a bet that we run more 5 wide than anybody in the league.
More than I've seen from other teams, for sure. Kansas City runs a lot of 5 wide, but I think we probably even do more than Kansas City does. Which says a lot because Mike McCarthy, master of the 5 wides down there in Dallas, and he doesn't even do 5 wide as much.
Good enough receivers to justify 5 wide.
Yeah. 5 wide. We do make a catch, and it is Lazard for 6. By the way, also after that the first drive, I haven't seen Adams catch a single pass since that first drive. So haven't seen him be targeted.
Yeah, I mean, defenses are going to try to scheme him out.
The
offense is not going to work if we can't go to other guys.
Other people have to step up then.
Dude, oh my God. All right, so
I'm on 3rd and 2.
Where you are right now.
About to see 3rd and 2.
All right, well, it's a first down to Lazard. It's a nice catch.
Lazard eating on this drive.
Yeah, Lazard's picking it up here. Then on the next 1st and 10, Rogers passes to Tunyon in the flat, and Adams actually has a really nice block, which is rare for him.
Adams doesn't block. Holy shit.
And Tunyon, the idiot that he is, he could have easily run out of bounds and stopped the clock. Instead, he stays in and tries to fight for like an extra 2 yards.
Didn't you say you wanted to run the clock though?
Well, dude, now at this point, we're down to like 30 seconds because we decided not to burn any timeouts.
We have 3 timeouts. Why are we not burning timeouts? We have fucking 3 of them.
Yeah, it's a good question. But Tunyon makes a horrible situational decision there. So we do burn a timeout after he decides to stay in bounds, but we didn't have to. He could have easily just run out of bounds. 2nd and 4, 5 wide, empty backfield.
Oh my god! Oh my god! You know what? At this point, there's 30 seconds. We're probably going 5 wide the rest of the fucking way. Like on this drive, whatever. Rogers wants his touchdown, dude. Rogers wants his fucking touchdown.
Lazard he's turning into the man on this drive.
Do we get a touchdown?
No, we don't get a touchdown, but it's Lazard makes a nice play. And actually, I'm curious if LaFleur had this drawn up or if Rogers checks to it. But Washington is coming with an all-out blitz against our empty backfield, and Rogers throws a bubble screen to Lazard on the opposite side. Just looked, like perfectly designed against that defense.
Oh yeah, what a great play! Good seal blocks, fighting for yards with a nice get out of bounds, but
picks up nice yardage there.
I'd be okay if Green Bay went back to their original helmets, but kept these jerseys, man.
Dude, these jerseys are slick. I really
these
like
jerseys fuck, dude. They fuck hard. I might have to fucking get one for December. All right, let's see. Try not to have any radio silence today. I'm watching. Who is that? CJ Uzoma. Did you see that Bengal replay?
Oh, yeah, Bengal touchdown.
Dude, Jamar Chase is fucking killing it this year.
Yeah,
holy hell,
Chase is real deal, dude. The way he's playing in his rookie year, it wouldn't surprise me if we're calling him the best wide receiver in the NFL next year.
He's playing like Randy Moss did, like his rookie year, coming in the league, just the hair on fire. I'm on a 1st and 10, ball on the 15. 27 seconds to go. Well, shotgun, but at least Jones is in the backfield on this one. Rogers is looking, has someone he likes, Adams. He gets out of bounds.
Yeah, going back to Jamar Chase for a second, like the thing about him is, he's got that height, weight, speed ratio that you just can't teach. Like, Devontae Adams has a good claim to being the number 1 receiver in the NFL, but that's based on technique. He will never be as dominant as like a Randy Moss or Calvin Johnson because he just doesn't have the body type. Jamar Chase could be that type of player.
Yeah, he's a stud across the board. Okay, we hit Cobb on a slant. 1st and goal. What are we doing? We're gonna call time. Okay, we do call timeout. All right, get the fucking ball.
That's a hell of a laser by Rogers to Cobb on that slant.
All right.
It is being reviewed by the booth though, and I think this is going to be overturned. Cobb kind of popped his catch.
Was the knee down though? Maybe. Anyway, if they give it to us, what do you call here? 1st and goal.
I believe if this is a catch, I think we have to burn our last timeout. So that kind of takes running out of the playbook.
See, I would run it. I would run it because they're not expecting
only 17 seconds. If you run it, then you gotta immediately run up to the line for another play. You probably only have time for 2 plays. If you pass it,
I'm probably running it because they don't expect it, hoping to get in. And if not, well, I can spike it, I guess, and then pass it on 3rd.
I don't know, man. Honestly, I would probably
Or are you in the mindset just pass it 3 times, have three shots at it?
I would take the 3 shots, and I probably do like a bunch formation to create some traffic and see if I can like break Devontae free in that.
I think that's a catch. I think can the ground cause an incompletion?
I don't know. They changed these rules so many damn
I
times.
know. I can't remember because it looks like he has possession, and then once he smacks the ground causes it to shift.
I mean, I'll say regardless of how they rule this, I think that's high effort by Cobb, and he has been making some contested catches in this game. You know, he's a go-to guy, but like, yeah, he's lost a step, but he's just when you need a first down, he's usually pretty reliable.
Mm-hmm. Look at Sweat and Jenkins just bantering back and forth there.
They do reverse this call, not a catch.
Not a fan of that call, but all right. So was that third and
It's going to put us in a 3rd and 5. But I think the bigger question is how far back are we? I think this might back us up to
all right.
Red zone, but
so what do you do here then? 3rd and 5. You taking a shot at the end zone?
well, 3rd and 5, we still have a timeout. So I'm still going to have the middle of the field open. My concern is getting this first down. All right, and for once, we're keeping Jones in the backfield, so we actually might have some blocking help. That's nice. What do you think we're going to do here?
What'd you say?
What do you think we're going to do? How does Coach Andrew handle this?
I'm going Devontae probably.
Yeah,
Go to your best player.
Pretty quiet so far this game. You want to
wouldn't mind taking a shot at Tunyon either, but
dude, Tunyon,
you know what? Probably going 5 wide.
Tunyon made his money in the red zone last year.
Yeah.
You know, we've not used him very much this year.
Oh, we have not gone 5 wide.
Yeah, like I said, we actually keep Jones in the backfield as a blocker here. That's nice.
Oh shit! There is no one lined up over center on this. They're all fucking wide, putting pressure from the outside. Touchdown Lazard! Yeah, baby! Yeah! Eat, big dog! Eat! Like, not big dog, you're not big dog, but eat, lizard, eat! Woo!
Big lizard.
Eat, big lizard!
Dude, I mean, I love that drive. Lazard owned it. I think he had like 2 first down catches, the touchdown catch. That's what you got to do. If they're going to cover Adams, you got to find someone else to make those plays, and Lazard stepped up big time. I will say on the extra point, we almost miss it. Once again, the blocking rushes Crosby. I mean, this is at this point. I wonder if you just start going for 2, going for it on 4th all the time. I have zero faith in the special teams anymore.
We gotta get this fucking fixed, dude. We gotta get special teams. You can't do this shit in the playoffs. Imagine losing playoff game because of some goddamn special teams bullshit.
Dude, like, I know that every single year we bitch about how bad our special teams are, but this legitimately, I think, is the worst special teams unit I've ever seen. I don't really understand how it's been such a consistent problem. Like, to me, the fact that this hasn't been fixed, like, I don't care if it's midseason. You need to make a coaching change, even if it's just promoting from within. Some sort of gesture needs to light a fire under these guys.
Special teams has always been bad, but at least our kicking's always been okay. Like, the kicking was never an issue. Now all of a sudden we got fucking kicking issues. Like, Crosby was 100% last year. I did think he missed like 1 extra point, but kicking, like, field goals, he was like 16 of 16 or something like that last year.
Yeah, and that's another thing is I don't want bad blocking to get into Crosby's head and start messing with his mechanics, because you might take like a Pro Bowl kicker and ruin him.
Right. Kickers are all, they're sensitive to that type of stuff. They can get in their own head and get psyched out. It's kind of like Actually, I can't say that. I can't say that on there. Never mind.
Yeah, I mean, I think we can all imagine where you were going there.
Yeah, it's all
The
mental, every guy knows about the mental thing from time to time.
Yeah, so I mean, thankfully we come through with that touchdown in the final, what was it, 3 minutes there.
Hmm.
So we go up 14-7. Washington will get the ball to start the second half. So they'll have a chance to even it up. But if we can stop them and then go put more points on the board, that will be the kind of momentum swing we really need. Because right now this is still a dogfight.
Yep. Well, I'm gonna go get myself a beer here real quick. Keep talking though. I'll stay on air.
Yeah, yeah. So while you do that, I'll take a quick look at our halftime stats and see what we got here.
I'll be surprised to see.
You kind of broke up, but I didn't hear what you said. Oh wow! Looking around the league, Tennessee is crushing Kansas City. They're up 24-0, and it's not even the end of the first half. Um, what is going on in Kansas City this year? That is just crazy. They're they're falling apart, man. I think they're like third in their division right now.
They were last time I knew, I thought. But yeah, there's some issues going on in KC for sure. That defense is historically bad though. Like that's
Yeah, and Pat Mahomes has been a turnover machine. I've always said there's a bit of Brett Favre in him, where he can give up some turnovers, playing risky, and it's really coming out this year. But let's see. Looking at the stats for Green Bay, Washington, Taylor Heineke, only 9 pass attempts, 6 completions, 68 yards, and a touchdown. So he's playing pretty well. And then he's got 4 rushes for 49 yards. So I mean, he's definitely been a problem for us so far. The running game, we're containing that pretty well. Antonio Gibson's got 7 carries, 23 yards. That's good for a 3.3 average. Receiving, for the most part, we've limited them. The only guy that has made any hay has been Terry McLaurin. He's got 3 catches for 58 yards and a touchdown, and that's on 5 targets. So he's had some early success, but as we saw, Stokes came back with that real nice 4th down pass breakup. Other than that, they've got 3 dump off passes to running backs for a total of 10 yards. So it's really been McLaurin as their only weapon. If we can just double him, we should be in decent shape. On defense, Jonathan Allen, their defensive tackle, he's got 2 sacks and 2 tackles for a loss. Montez Sweat, he's got 1 sack and 1 tackle for a loss. So their defensive line is pressuring us for sure. 3 sacks in that first half. Now going over to the Packers side, Jesus, this run pass ratio is brutal. Rodgers has got 23 pass attempts in the first half, as well as 2 runs. So you can consider that as 25 designed passes. We have a total of, including the jet sweep, we have a total of 6 running plays. That's not a good run pass ratio against a defensive front like this. And Aaron Jones is averaging 4 yards a carry, but he's only got 3 carries. So 3 carries for 12 yards. We need to run this ball some more. It boggles my mind that we haven't. Rodgers, he is having some success in the passing game. He's 19 of 23 for 168 yards and 2 touchdowns. So you can't say he's playing poorly, but I think this offense would be a lot more efficient if we could start running the ball. Going to our receivers, Alan Lazard in the lead. 5 receptions on 5 targets, 60 yards and a touchdown. Devontae Adams right behind him. He's got 4 receptions on 5 targets for 40 yards and a touchdown. And then
By far, Lazard's best game.
Yeah,
this year.
Lazard is playing great. And then surprisingly, after that, Aaron Jones is actually tied for the lead in receptions with 5 on 5 targets, but that's only for 20 yards. He's getting a lot of dump offs. And then after that, Cobb's got a couple catches, Tunnion's got a couple, Big Dog's got 1. So Rodgers actually spreading the ball around pretty well this game. He's got, 6 different. He's targeted 7 different receivers. He's completed the 6. And Lazard is making the most of his opportunities. On defense, nothing to write home about. No sacks. No real impact plays. No tackles for loss. So defense needs to step up and make something happen. So yeah, man, looking at these stats, I would say the story of the game and how to approach the second half is we need to double Terry McLaurin.
Mm-hmm.
We need to spy Taylor Heinicke. I might have Jalen Smith spy him if I were coaching. And then on offense, we got to run the ball. We really need to run the ball. This run-pass ratio is way out of whack. And then keep feeding it to Lazard until they prove they can stop him.
Yeah. The running game absolutely needs to get corrected. I want to see more AJ Dillon. I want to get this defensive line a little gassed here coming the fourth quarter. And
yeah, man, AJ Dillon's got 1 carry.
Yeah, he needs more than 1 carry.
Aaron Jones only has 3. I don't know what the heck this game plan is.
They must have said their secondary is hurt. Let's just pass it every play, despite their defensive line being their strength. That's fine, but still, you need to attack it. You gotta stay balanced. I don't know. Don't love it.
I mean, the fact that Rodgers has taken 3 sacks in the first half, I think that tells us we need to be running the ball to protect him.
So what changes would Cody make in the second half then?
Like I said, man, I would prioritize the run. And I think they're already obviously game planning for McLaurin to be the number 1 target. So they're probably trying to scheme to stop him. They could do a better job of that, but I don't necessarily think.
How would you scheme to stop him? Would you just have Stokes shadow him and then give safety help over the top, or?
Yeah. I would double him every play. Heinicke hasn't even targeted another receiver. He's only gone to running back dump offs.
Mm-hmm.
And Campbell is pretty good at stopping those. So I double McLaurin. And like I said, dude, I think the main change I would make on defense is I would have someone like Jalen Smith be spying Heinicke so he can't take off running.
Mm-hmm. I would agree with that. Let me just do a little stop sharing this. We don't need to be seeing all that at this point. Yeah, I would agree with both of those. It'd probably be the same strategy I would go with. I would try to come out of this third of this half a little aggressive too. I would prefer to be aggressive, see if we can't get a turnover, a quick 3 and out. I think, getting a 2-score lead here by halfway through the third will do us wonders going forward. Rest of the game, I don't think that Washington, even though they got some playmakers on the offensive side of the ball and defensive side, I don't think that they're built for comebacks though. So if we can get them into a 2 or 3 score game going in the fourth quarter, I don't know if they got the wherewithal to come back. And I don't know. Sure. So you're on mute.
Yeah.
There you go.
So yeah, like I said before, Heinicke, he almost threw an interception to Savage. It went right through Savage's hands. It should have been a pick. So it's not like Heinicke is some elite quarterback. If we can get him in a situation where we know he's passing, trying to play catch up, I expect turnovers to come.
Yeah.
Now, granted, it does scare me if he's in a like comeback mode, how his scrambling ability factors in, which is why I think we should be spying him. After seeing that like 30-yard run, like stuff like that's a backbreaker.
Hmm.
But I would rather have them in passing catch up mode than be a balanced attack that can run the ball.
Yep. I'm checking right now to see if Rasul Douglas is going to be out for the game. At the moment, it's his shoulder, by the way, that they said was hurt, and he's still questionable to return, but it's doesn't look good, as in coming back into the game.
Yeah,
Um,
I just hope he's healthy enough to come back next week. You know, we
well, short week Thursday, man. Like, are we going to be starting Yadam?
We signed Quentin Dunbar
We
for
cut
like
him.
6 days and then cut
Yeah,
him.
fucking cut him
We might be
already.
calling him back up again. Like, you know what, buddy? Sorry about that.
You know, a player who is on the trade block, I'm hearing a lot of rumors heating up, and we did try to go for him at one point. Kyle Fuller, Denver. He is on the trade block. I don't think we get him. Don't think that we got the money to get him.
Yeah, I mean
He-
that's the thing. Like he was a free agent this year. If we really wanted him, we could have signed him. We just didn't want to pay him what the Broncos did. So I don't understand why we would
And-
give him draft capital for
which
that same
is
contract now.
which is weird. Like the Broncos signed him. They're six games into the season. Now all of a sudden they're trying to trade him. Like you give him that contract, and now you're trading him.
I think it's only a 1-year contract, and they feel pretty good about their young guys. So maybe they're just trying to recoup some value. So
I think they signed him before they got what's his face there. They got
Surtain.
Surtain. Yeah, they signed him before they got Surtain. So
Yeah. So I can understand why the Broncos are willing to trade him, and I do think he can be a good player. He's not as good as he used to be, but
mhm.
I just don't see Green Bay making that move. And then you got
No.
people talking about pipe dreams like Xavier Howard or
Fuck no, we ain't getting
no
them.
chance in how that happens. Those contracts are massive. We want to pay Jair Alexander, not bring in some new guy.
Yeah. Yeah. There ain't no and we'll see if it happens or not, but there is no way you make Devontae Adams the highest paid receiver and still be able to make some of these trades that you do. Like that's not gonna happen.
Yeah,
So
man. I think some of the trade options I've seen floated that are most realistic that I like. I think Brandon Cooks is a really, really good option. I've seen Matt Ioannidis. He's actually the 5th option on the Washington defensive line. He grades pretty well in Pro Football Focus. And obviously he's got 4 first-round picks in front of him, so you can't fault him for that. And he's got a cheap contract as well, so maybe he could be a target after this game. I think there are cheap options out there that could add to this team for a low draft pick, but it remains to be seen whether or not we do it.
mm-hmm. Has Green Bay ever done a trade deadline trade that like a memorable one that you can think of? Yeah, because I haven't. Which
I know we traded Clinton Dix away.
yeah, we did that.
I don't know if we've ever picked someone up for the team.
We've come close. Marshawn Lynch was a close one. Tony Gonzalez was a close one. Robbie Anderson.
Like we never pushed our chips in quite enough to land it.
All right, so I just got the kickoff here. I'm going to go back to the. So we're now in the 3rd.
And this ticker here is the height of technology.
Yeah, go on Microsoft Word, baby.
So where are you? What play are you on right now?
I'm on Pam Oliver's lovely looking face, just giving us some type of update that I'm not listening to because I have headphones on. So 1st and 10. Wow. Okay, that could have been a lot worse, but he tripped. Gibson picking up
Yeah.
like 5 or 6 yards. That could have been bad.
Yeah, it looks like Gibson, like
He's
the
ready to break
tackling
one.
has not been fantastic this game, and he
Dude.
almost broke a big one there. Thankfully,
Mhm.
he trips himself up, so it's only like a 6-yard gain.
God. Yeah, he had a lot of daylight if he doesn't trip there. A lot of daylight. 2nd and 4. Man, Washington's got very creative formations. Gary, yeah! Fumble us? Yeah! Gary making plays, baby.
Dude, it actually might count as an interception. The ball never hit the ground, and Lowry catches it.
Oh, so they definitely can't even rule incomplete then, like a forward motion if he catches it in the air.
No, man, that's our ball. Like we just ran our first offensive play.
Oh,
So
great.
huge turnover.
What I say? What I say at halftime? We needed to come out aggressive.
Dude, interesting thing about that play is Gary. You know, we noted earlier this year that they shifted Gary over to Darius Smith's side on the left. On that sack or on the strip sack there, they moved him back to the right side, which is where he traditionally played before. So I don't know. Maybe they see a matchup they like there.
They might. I'm gonna wait for a couple plays. I'll give you a little update on some Kenny Clark news I had.
Oh, come on.
Jones
Come
picking up a hard fought 4 or 5 yards.
All right. So after that Jones run for 4 or 5 yards, they go with a play action to Big Dog, and dude is carrying the defender, and the refs just decide to blow the play dead. Like Big Dog was not done moving; they just stopped the play, and that's bullshit. Like he could have carried those guys several more yards, and the refs just blow it dead. Puts us in a 3rd and 3.
All right, 3rd and 3. All right, I'm about to see the second 5 play then. I just realized that Aaron Jones is wearing 2 different colored cleats, by the way. One's green, one's yellow.
Huh. I'll have to keep my eye out for that.
Yeah. All right, convert this. I know we're in field goal range, but it's tough to see Jones's cleats because he fucking moves his feet so fast. I like that we got Big Dog as a captain today. Oh, I see DeGora was out there again. All right, 3rd and 3. Rogers, a very efficient 20 of 24 so far today. Shotgun per usual. He's looking the Big Bob touchdown.
That was easy pitch and catch to Tunyon. I think that's only his 2nd touchdown on the year. But that was just nice man on man. Tunyon wins.
Yeah.
Touchdown.
Mhm.
That's Rogers' 3rd of the game.
Fuck
So
yeah.
well on his way to our prediction of 4.
Hell yeah.
That huge start to the second half there. We get that turnover and cash it in for a touchdown. This changes the complexion of the game.
All right, so I was gonna make some comments about Kenny Clark. One of the changes Joe Barry has done is Kenny Clark kind of gets to call his own shots on the defensive line. He is no longer being used primarily as a nose tackle. He is moved all around the line.
Yeah, I've seen him play some end, and
Yeah.
usually he has some success there.
He doesn't have gap assignments really anymore. Like Patton would be like, you have to cover this gap assignment, you have to cover that gap assignment. Joe Barry's just kind of like, hey dude, you're our best defense lineman. You just go out there and you just wreak havoc. Like you call your own shots, man. Like you want to plug that gap, do this and like. There's certain times when he needs him to cover a gap or do this and that, but and other times he just kind of lets him kind of do Aaron Donald stuff. Like
Honestly, I kind of like that approach. Like if
Yeah.
you have all the other defenders playing responsible gap
Yep.
control, and you just give your best guy the opportunity to
Make plays.
like read and decide how
Yeah.
he wants to attack it.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think that's a good approach, honestly.
Mhm. It seemed to work so far. He has had his best year so far from a disruption standpoint. He is getting in that backfield. He's pushing the line.
I will say he's been a little quiet this game.
Yeah. Yeah. Washington really prides themselves on drafting for the trenches, though. So, I mean, they just want to be a smash mouth team.
Yeah,
So,
I am surprised though that he hasn't had more of an impact because as I said at the beginning of the podcast here, their All Pro guard Brandon Schriff, he's not in the lineup today. So I
mhm.
would have expected going against backups that Clark might be more impactful. But
Yeah.
I'm sure they are probably scheming to stop him. And
Hey, man, let's.
they've maintained a pretty good run pass mix. So we may see Clark have more of an impact now that they're gonna have to get into more of a passing mode.
Let's blow this game wide open and let's get another turnover.
Dude, ever since you pointed out that Aaron Jones has two different cleats, now I'm
You
looking at
can't.
everyone's cleats, and it's interesting because they all have different colors. Like Tanyan, he's got two yellow. The offensive line, they've all got two white. Rogers, he's got two black. Like I,
My
I don't know how they decide their cleats.
my eyes saw it at the last moment on the drive. I was like, wait a minute. Aaron Jones is like, I only saw one yellow, like just come flashing by the screen. I'm like, why do I only see one yellow? And yeah, for whatever reason, he's got now maybe it's like a green on the outside, yellow on the inside. Like, so depending on how you see it, like it looks too different. But yeah. No, yeah. Aaron Jones has two different colored cleats. Yeah. I see him right now. The left is solid green, the right's gold. Huh.
Oh yeah, and now looking on defense, Kingsley Kiki has got a white and a black. You,
That's so weird.
nowhere on the internet can you get this kind of commentary.
Yeah, we really nitpick this. Like we're putting everything in the context here, baby.
All right, so what are you
All
watching
right.
right now?
I am on 1st and 10. They were just running the first play. Looks like a bootleg scramble. Looks like Gary got pushed in the back. They pick up the first down to probably Ricky Seals Jones. It looks like. Yes. That looked like a full push in the back to
Yeah,
Gary.
I mean
Yeah,
that actually
fuckers.
should have been a penalty, shouldn't it?
Mm-hmm. He can't just push a guy in the back to the ground.
Yeah, I mean they've on kickoff coverage, you got a legal block in the back. But why wouldn't that apply to offense?
I don't even know who Washington's coordinators are. They just showed the offense one. But oh, Gibson. That's a good run. That's a flag though. Please be holding. Usually
Yeah,
is.
it's
Good.
holding. It's called back. But yeah, that was a nice run by Gibson. And that's the thing. So right now they're down 2 scores and it's in the third. This is probably the last drive where they can maintain the run. If they don't score on this drive, they probably have to abandon the run.
Yeah, that
So
penalty is
if we can
big.
play it and stop the run here, that could be huge for us.
If we can get it's 1st and 20. If we can hold them to Miles Gaines here, give them to a 3rd and long, defense can pin their ears back, and we can get the ball back. Ooh, that's gonna be where I want to be. A good play. Who's that coming out? Oh, Douglas is back in the game. Douglas just made that play on that first and 20.
Yeah.
Good.
So that must have just been a stinger, thankfully.
Boy, so how telling is it that we got Douglas out there picked up off another team's practice squad, but we're not giving any playing time to guys like Shamar Jean Charles or I wouldn't even see Chandon Sullivan out there very often either. If he is, he's real quiet.
Yeah,
I'm sure.
I mean I've seen Sullivan. He's just been quiet, which honestly, given Sullivan's history, I would rather have him be quiet than he's not known as a playmaker. Usually when we're calling Sullivan's name, it's because he's got bad coverage.
Oh, fucking poppycock. Who's that? Humphreys? Fuck off, Adam Humphreys.
Yeah, big. What was that? 2nd and 16, and they pick up the first down. And
Mhm.
honestly, it's just we're not getting any pressure on Heineke. He's just, Gary he got doubled on that, and still kind of came and flushed Heineke out of the pocket. But because no one else was there, it's just easy for Heineke to roll out and find a
Mhm.
guy. We got to get more pressure on this kid.
Absolutely. Oh, let's see. They're in 1st and 10, shotgun, handing off to Gibson.
Come on, Savage.
Drop another one.
No, just a weak ass attempt at a tackle. I don't even know how he missed it. He literally had the dude wrapped up in his arms and he just like falls off of him. And then it turns into a big gainer. Savage is not really a great tackler. Not something he's known for.
No, no, he's not.
And I don't know. Like I've said this before that Savage is a guy who we got a contract decision coming up with him, and he had a really great
Good.
close to last year.
Fucking A.
Yeah,
Sorry, I'm on that play. I'm
yeah,
on
dude.
that
I
play.
like the receiver picks up probably an extra 15 yards after that missed tackle.
McLaurin too, probably. Yeah, it's McLaurin.
Um, but yeah, dude, like Savage, he had a great close to last year, but other than that, maybe like 6 game stretch, he has
Hmm.
not been very impressive. And frankly, with our cap situation, I don't know if he is worth a second contract.
Yeah, it sucks too because we traded up to get him, man.
And he's got all the tools, man. He could be great. And that's the concern, that like you don't want it to be like Nick Collins was a late bloomer. A lot of people thought he was a bust, and then he broke out in year 3. Maybe it takes Savage a little bit longer, and then he breaks out. You don't want him to do that on another team, but at
Yeah,
the
Nick
same
Collins.
pay him a bunch of money if
Not
he
Nick Collins.
average.
Savage seems like the perfect like next Micah Hyde for us. Like he just didn't reach his potential with us, so we don't give him a contract. Boom, he goes somewhere else
Well,
when the
dude, Micah
team.
Hyde, we played him out of position. We played him as a corner, and he's actually a safety. He goes to Buffalo, becomes a safety, and he's a Pro Bowler.
He's an all-pro fucking safety. He's like top 3 in the fucking league this year. So good. I just watched that Chef Boyardee Packer guy just fucking going nuts in the stands just now. Washington's having a nice, impressive drive on this drive. They are knocking on the door. 1st and goal for them. From where I'm at, Heineke is moving the ball well. Would love to get a goal line stop here, force them into a field goal. Don't feel
Well,
confident
so
about
far
though.
this year, we're 15 for 15 on giving up red zone touchdowns. So
Yeah, that's why I said I don't feel confident. They're getting this one in. I see they brought in, who is that, number 1? Looks like a gadget player. He'll probably score a touchdown. Is that Diami Brown?
no, Brown's out.
Come on, Kenny.
I think
Come
Brown
on,
was number
Kenny.
2. Yeah,
Damn.
Kenny Clark with some nice hustle chasing him down there, but
Yeah.
didn't have a lot of backup, so Heineke still picks up some yards on that scramble. I hate how far behind you are.
Yeah. I'm really far behind.
I'll spoil it. 16 for 16.
God damn it. I'm just coming up on the 3rd goal. They score on the 3rd goal.
Yep, Heineke takes off running.
Jesus
What did I
Christ.
say, man? You got to spy him.
That's why we got dudes like Jalen Smith. Jalen Smith's supposed to have the speed out there to do the QB spies.
All right. Well, all right. So this is actually interesting. They're showing a still frame now of the touchdown. It is very possible that Heineke's knee
Hit
actually
short.
before he crosses the goal line. I think he is about 6 inches short, to be honest. It is a scoring review right now. But dude, if you're Washington, are you kicking the field goal here? Or are you trying to
No, they're going for it.
6 inches?
Yeah, they're going for it. Tyler Heineke does a Lambo leap. Fuck you. Other teams should not get to do Lambo leaps.
Listen, man, when we go to Green Bay, for the Bears game in December, I'm gonna be me and Tim. We're row 2, right in the corner, right in the Lambeau leap zone. I can tell you right now, if any Bears players try to do that, they're getting their ass pushed back down.
Dude, push or you better just like grab that face mask and just
Just hold them up there, like
just
you ain't.
yeah, just like hold them up. Be like, you ain't getting back down now. Like,
Yeah, dude.
and then like rip the helmet.
NFL games for life.
Dude, rip the
Just
helmet
hold
off
it on
and just turn around to all the fans behind you and just hold the helmet up like, ah! Just a madman with a Bears helmet in his hand, like, ah!
Dude, what a souvenir that would be.
I guarantee that security come and fucking take that shit from you.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't get out of the stadium.
No, but for that split second, you wouldn't even be on TV, but they'd be on the jumbotron. Just hold it up, yeah, like a decapitated head. Just hold that helmet up like a decapitated head. Be like, ah!
No, man, I'm hoping I get to experience some Packers doing the Lambeau leap. That would be ideal.
Maybe Rodgers takes a Lambeau leap or Devontae gets that Lambeau leap.
It'll be kind of interesting since we're going to be sitting in different sections. That we'll get different perspectives on the game. Like I said, I'm going to be right down there at the end zone in the leap zone. I believe
I'm around like the 30 or 35. On the other side, like more towards your 50. So I'll be able to see more of a bird's eye view.
Yeah.
I'm in row 1 of the upper level, so I can like I haven't got anyone in front of me. I can just kind of lean right over the balcony there and just kind of see everything. So it'll be interesting with different perspectives for sure. Yeah, should be a good time.
Yep, they overturn at 4th and goal. Washington is keeping their offense out.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh.
Hey, can we stop them here? That'd be, dude. How big would it be if we stop them?
All right, this is hard to tell because it looks like he doesn't get it at first, but then he has like a second effort.
He does.
I think they're going to call this a touchdown, but they're not ruling anything yet.
Well, I'm still on commercial break, so.
This is interesting because, like, technically he's not down. Oh, shit. He actually fumbles the ball on this. Ball is on top of the pile. He picks it back up, tries to reach out. So I'm curious if because of this fumble.
Wow, they are going up running this fast.
So he fumbles the ball. It lands on a pile of offensive linemen. He picks it back up and then reaches out. I'm curious if they're going to rule him down when he picks up the fumble.
What are they going to rule?
I mean, let's be honest. They're probably just going to give him the touchdown, try to keep the game more interesting. But
yeah.
Well, actually, okay. So they actually, it looks like on the field they rule this as a turnover on downs, but now Rivera is challenging.
Oh, he comes in. Oh, look at Dean Lowry with his hand there, just batting it away. So by the time he gets that ball and reaches out, like, I'm not listening to the sound, so I don't know when the whistle blew. Like, it depends when the whistle blows. So
yeah, I'm going to say this. If they ruled it on the field that it was not a touchdown, I don't think there's going to be enough evidence to overturn this challenge.
Dude, Lowry comes in there with a fucking stiff arm on the ball. Like,
well, dude, no, that was actually, it looks like Campbell. So Campbell's the one who forces the initial fumble, and then you're right. Lowry, he comes in and tries to like stiff arm
the ball
when Heineke picks it back up.
Yeah, he's like, fuck off. So can the ball still be played if you fumble it and it's on the backs? of your guy? Like
That's the question here. I don't
I
think
don't
I've ever seen this scenario.
know. It just comes out and it's just chilling there on the guy's back. So
So like I think that this is a live ball, but my question would be, do you consider him do you consider forward progress stopped when he is
yeah.
immobilized on a pile and picks the ball up? Like yes, he reaches out afterward, but is the play over when he recovers the ball? Because if it is, the ball's not past the goal line yet.
I'm gonna try to cheat and get an update here quick before because I'm on delay. Let's see. So far they have not ruled anything, even on
Dude,
mine.
Andre Campbell's been such a good pickup for us, man.
How
He's
how
been one of our
how do you
best.
let him leave? How do you let him leave after this year?
That's the thing, man. We've needed a middle linebacker for the better part of a decade. Like we finally found one. I will be so pissed if we let him go. Like,
And,
you need
and,
to extend him.
and not just that, this guy was like he wasn't even on the first or second wave of free agency, man. He was like on the third or fourth wave. Like when free agency was done, we just casually signed him to a 1 year deal, like after everyone's been signed, and he just happens to be the stud linebacker that's sitting out in the free agent pool. Like, how does that happen? Tell you this, he is the perfect fit for our system.
Yeah, man. And that's Joe Barry's specialty is inside linebackers. And I'll give him this, man. He has had some success there with us so far. Dude, after the first game of the year, I'm like, oh man, this Joe Barry hire was terrible. And he didn't have a record, a positive record to back him up. But given the circumstances,
He's been all right so far.
I'm relatively impressed with Barry. Like, yeah, we don't have like an elite defense, but I think the defense has shown more aggression.
Did you see that we're ranked like fourth in pass defense without Jair and King?
That's crazy. Dude, if we could just turn around the red zone defense, we'd probably rank pretty well.
Well, this is a good start right here if we can get this call.
All right. Not overturned. We get our first defensive red zone stop of the year.
Hey, Washington.
What a stand. What a defensive stand.
Hey, you know what just happened to you, Washington? This happened to you.
Dude.
Fucking cheese, baby.
Dude, they just showed a shot of Heineke with his helmet off, and that dude has a receding hairline as bad as Terry Bradshaw.
Oh, nice.
Oh, come on. All right, dude. So we're first and 10 here at like the 6-inch line, and one of our receivers, I think it might have been Cobb. Cobb has a false start, so we're gonna back up to the 3-inch line instead of the 6-inch.
Well, if you're ever gonna do that, now's the time to do it, I guess. Hey, how much you want to bet we come out and fucking 5 wide?
No, we're just shotgun with 3 wide. Yeah, this is a dangerous area though. All right, so we powered ahead with Dylan, and he just smashes for like 2 yards. So it gets us a little breathing room.
Dude, I just saw it. Cobb's just like, I'm going. Like everyone's still saying, he's like, all right, I'm going. Man, they didn't even go commercial break. I want to get a beer. All right, never mind. I'll just wait till after the drive, I guess. All right, Rogers, this is your chance to get your 4th touchdown. 99-yard drive, dude. Let's do it.
Dude, wouldn't that be something?
Can't remember the last time we had a 99-yard drive.
Or just like a big 99-yard reception for Devontae Adams.
This is where MVS would come in handy. Hit MVS on a fucking big old bomb.
Oh, good God.
You just don't get safety.
It was almost a safety. And then after that, I thought it was almost intentional grounding, but like a Packers receiver showed up out of nowhere and caught the ball. Or well, actually, no, I think he dropped it. But dude, like Rodgers, just you got to know you can't stand back there in the pocket in your own end zone. Like, just
this is gonna This is gonna suck if we end up having to fucking punt this goddamn ball away and don't get to capitalize on stopping them on 4th and goal.
Dude, I would like to see us go to Lazard on this. I think he is our man here.
He's coming in big. I would not mind that.
Oof, oof, oof. All right, so Rogers, he's looking for someone, and yeah, I don't know how this Washington secondary has such a bad reputation because their coverage has been pretty solid on us. He has to dump off to Dylan over the middle. Dylan gets hit and stays up. He tries to keep going for the first, and the ball comes out. Thankfully, we recover it. So we're going to be punting here.
Shit.
Dylan trying to do too much there. That was almost disastrous.
God damn it.
Jesus Christ, that punt was almost blocked. Hell of a punt, though. We pin them back at their 40. So this is like a 60-yard punt.
All right, well, that's good.
Dude, I don't like the way the offense is being called this game. A lot
No,
of
me neither.
long developing
This is
passing.
this is a terrible game plan, I think. I know we're up 21-7, but if we ran this fucking strategy against like an elite team, like a Tampa, man, they eat our goddamn lunch right now, dude.
Well, and the thing is, it's like it's not working, but we keep doing it. Like, yeah, I get it. We have 21 points. 7 of those points came off of a turnover that put us in the red zone. So I'm gonna take that away.
Mm-hmm.
So you're talking 14 points against statistically the worst defense in the league. That's not good enough. Like you need to change up what you're doing.
Right.
And we're still not running the ball. I'm gonna check the stats real quick here and see
Yeah.
where we are because I think our ratio is still just way off.
Speaking of that, if you guys like the throwback jerseys, head over to the Packers Pro Shop and get yourself a throwback pint glass.
All right, so looking at these stats, third quarter is almost over. Rodgers has 27 passing attempts plus the 2 runs. So
27. Okay.
call that 29 designed passes. Overall, we have, including the jet sweep,
I'm gonna say like 8.
run attempts.
Yep, I was gonna say 8. Yep. What?
And dude, Jones is averaging 4.3 yards a run. Why are we not running it more with him? You know, for once, I would like to be able to say, wow, that game plan was just a thing of beauty. Like the coaches drew up exactly what they needed to. I don't think I've said that once this season.
Nope.
Yeah, dude, they're showing a replay of this punt. It was so close to being blocked in the end zone.
Yeah, I'm sure they probably went for the. I didn't see any gunners for Washington back, so I'm assuming they probably went for the punt block formation.
Dude, they know how bad we are at blocking on special teams.
Yeah, we're dog shit. We are Swiss cheese.
Covered in dog shit.
Well said. Is there a creepier mascot than the Burger King guy with that fucking weird ass thing, dude? Like, what the fuck, dude?
Yeah, I mean he's a memorable mascot. I'll give him that.
Oh man.
Remember when Burger King made a video game about him?
Yeah.
Like, they get into some wild stuff. Whoa! Oof! Oof!
Don't
All right.
don't do that to my heart.
I'm sorry. It was an unexpected play. You want me to spoil it?
No,
All right.
not right now. I want to see. I want to be excited too, jackass. I see Jalen Smith out there. Hope he makes the play. it was just a run. Was it second down play you got jazzed up about?
You'll know the play.
All
Well,
right,
it's I
I'm
got
on second
excited, but then
4.
also immediately not excited.
Oh, I
Um,
got
oh my fucking Christ, dude, Jesus! Why are you not spying him?
the fumble, but they got it back from fucking Tyler Heineke from running down the field.
Well, yeah.
What
So
the
that,
hell?
dude, like I will give Heineke props on that. So that was a running play to what Gibson, and he busts the big one, and then we
Mhm.
force a fumble. What Heineke is doing that far down the field, trying to throw blocks or something? I don't know, but
You
he
would
was.
never see Rodgers doing that. Rodgers would never
Yeah.
fucking do that.
Yeah, they're about to score. Heineke has a huge rush on the next play, and oh Jesus Christ, they fumble again. We recover this one.
Do we? All right, I see Heineke just fucking scramble for another. Heineke's gonna have 100 yards rushing by the time we're done with this, man.
I told you, man, we're making him look like Colin Kaepernick. I can't believe Gibson just fumbles 2 plays in a row. Heineke recovered the first one.
We
This
get this
one's
one.
all ours. This is in the red zone too. So this game, our defense finally steps up. We get 2 red zone stops.
We're getting some bullshit fucking red zone perks though in this game, I feel. But whatever. All right, let's see. It's the single formation 1st and 10. He does hand off to Gibson, who does fumble, and we get it. And is that
Oh,
Savage?
wait a minute. Huh? They might be saying Washington recovered this. No, I don't.
How? It looked a whole lot like Green Bay at it. Who comes up with the ball?
They're going to commercial break. So I wonder if
All
they
right.
were.
I'm looking now on the replay. All right, ball hits the ground.
It is a little
Oh,
iffy.
Savage didn't get on the ball, dude. It went
It's a little
over
iffy. It
him.
kind of like pops out from under Savage, and then a Washington lineman comes in and maybe gets it, but then maybe the Packers get it in the pile. I think
Did
it's gonna
they did,
how they
did
pulled on the field.
yeah, did they rule Packer ball or are they just not? That's
I
big.
I think they ruled Packer ball, but I'm not listening to the broadcast, so it's a little hard
I
to tell.
never they never showed the ref make the signal.
Right.
So
Dude, I mean they got fumbleitis right now. That would be huge if we can recover this, and then actually do something on offense.
let me see here. Let me see if I can find a ruling on here.
Dude, regardless of whether we win or lose this, I'll be pretty disappointed if our offense can't put up more than 30 at home against a defense that's been this bad
Right.
this year. Like, I mean, I know we've got the injuries, Josh Myers is out, so Lucas Patrick at center and MBS is still out. But come on, man. I at a certain point, I want to see this offense break out. And we've returned all the starters except for Corey Linsley from what was the number 1 offense in the league last year.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know, man. It's been a little disappointing so far. I don't think it's gonna cut it against teams like Arizona and Kansas City.
Yeah, Thursday's gonna be a big test for us, man. Real big test for us. I'm still not feeling real, I didn't feel great about Thursday when we did our podcast, our preseason podcast there. And that was assuming that we had full health.
Yeah.
We're in shambles right now. I really don't feel good about it at all now. Arizona's got so many good receivers. Like they have like
just
4.
traded for Zach Ertz. The rich
Yeah.
get rich.
I mean, we we don't got the tools to cover that right now. We barely had the tools to cover it when we had like a Jair out there. So
yeah, I mean
and Kevin,
honestly, this is getting ahead of ourselves. But my game plan for Arizona would be a ball control game plan and try to
Oh,
have
yeah.
the ball last.
You better fucking run the ball against Arizona on Thursday. I tell you that. And for the first time in a long time, I feel like if it gets into a shootout game, Arizona wins that shootout, and which is not feels weird to say because when you have Rodgers, you feel like you're always in it. And yeah, shootout, but
Rodgers has a history of some shootouts with Arizona.
yeah, never fucking working out in our favor either, though.
Unfortunate. Well, I'd blame that
Oh,
more
and
on the defense. Rodgers has played pretty spectacularly in those games.
with some dog shit receivers too, like Jeff Janis, Jared
Jeff Janis,
Aberdaris,
Hail Marys.
Jared Aberdaris. All right, are they gonna booth review?
Ooh, dude, they just showed a camera angle that
Washington.
I think there's a pretty good case that they can give this to Washington.
I thought so because he didn't clearly land on the ball and popped out his side. I thought as soon as I saw that replay, I was like, it's probably Washington.
Yeah, yep. Defense is walking back out on the field. They haven't ruled
Yeah.
yet, but I think the defense knows.
Yeah, guys
Come
got
on,
fucking
Savage.
lucky.
Like Jesus Christ, you
This
act
is
like amputee out there. Use your hands.
second one. He let an INT leave, slipped through his hands earlier. Now he misses a fumble recovery. Nick Collins wouldn't have done that. God damn it.
Yep, it's reversed. Washington keeps the ball. They're going to be first and goal. So let's call this a touchdown.
Oh, Savage didn't even come close to getting that actually.
Well, yeah. I mean, the thing is, you could have gotten it in the pile afterwards, but yeah, he doesn't even try to grab it. He just kind of like dives toward it and doesn't use his hands at all. All right. Well, all right. So they're calling this 2nd and 4. All right. Nice run defense. This is going to put them in a 3rd down.
Well, holding to a field goal is better than nothing else, but
Honestly, I think they go for a touchdown. I think they go for it on 4th if they don't convert here. They already showed that they were willing to do that once, and they're down 2 scores.
This is why I'm not a fan of going for it in the first half on 4th down, because you get yourself into a tricky situation where in the second half you're just constantly having to go for it on 4th down because you fucked up in the first half on them. So all right, I'm watching 2nd and 4 right now.
Oh. Sorry.
Third down for me.
I'll spoil it for you and say they're going to be in a 4th down situation, but I won't say how.
Okay. I like that hoodie that LaFleur's got too. Nice hoodie, man. Buy that one too.
Dude, this game is
Mark.
Spree.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they are keeping the offense out on 4th.
I figured. All right, Heineke. Passes, scrambling out of pocket. Scrambling out of pocket. Gary is just hit his fucking face mask and bounced off. Well, that was fucked up.
Yeah, McLaurin doesn't try to catch with his hands there, and it just.
This is just like, does it just hit his face mask?
It looked like a shoulder pad or something to me.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay, it was. Like, yeah, it just no, it hits him inside the helmet. It just fucking boom.
Yeah, no, man, that should have been an easy touchdown catch, and he just doesn't put it in.
Well,
so,
if we can, I mean, I'm sure you've seen it. I haven't, so I'm gonna hold out hope. But they're 0 for 2 on 4th downs. We can hold them. All of a sudden, our red zone in the league goes up a little bit with three 4th down stops.
Yeah, I mean, we're certainly getting some more opportunities to.
Oh yeah, stop them.
Yeah,
Amos.
you like that?
Amos
Amos with some nice sticky pass defense. Gets his hand in there, and the defense holds on fourth.
That was huge, dude. If we can come out here with some points, I think we're definitely in the driver's seat. On the way to I mean, still a whole quarter to go, a lot can happen, but let's see, even a field goal puts us up 24-7, which
Yeah, honestly,
then
if we could get a
becomes a
field
three-score
goal,
game.
I
It's a,
feel pretty comfortable.
yeah,
I don't feel comfortable sending our field goal unit out there though, given what they showed.
no, but yeah, a field goal makes it a three-score game no matter what. So even if they go for 2-point conversions going forward, still. All right, we hit Devontae. Solid 8-9 yard gang.
Yeah,
That's a good way to start off. I like that. I like that.
yeah, it was a nice little pickup by Adams. Gave us some breathing room down there toward our
Yep.
own goal line.
First and 10, single formation. Now is the time out. We better start fucking running the goddamn ball though. And we do win this one. A pitch to Jones. Don't love the pitch plays, but
Yeah, well,
whatever.
you'll like it even less once you see the holding penalty.
Oh, now we get a holding penalty. Fuck yeah. Who's it on? Lazard?
Oh my. All right, dude. I'm just gonna spoil this and say that Devontae Adams makes a spectacular catch. I mean, this is a thing of beauty. This is the sort of catch where you wonder, and maybe you do pay the guy $28 million a year. Yeah, I'm gonna run to the bathroom real quick. Let you watch the beauty to come.
All right, first and 17. Single or shotgun. Jones in the backfield. We got Devontae down low. Oh yeah, that's a nice grab. That's an awesome grab. Damn, he is so good. He's a special talent. Wow, holy cow. That's a highlight reel grab. That is nice. All right, we go into commercial break. I'm assuming they're reviewing that. Now, I don't know if he had possession when he first grabbed it. He was kind of juggling it a little bit. So it'll be interesting to see if they do rule it because the second foot was definitely out of bounds when I knew he absolutely had possession. So we'll see if he still does on a replay. I'm not quite sure. In other news, Kansas City is down 27-3 going into the fourth quarter right now. That is, holy boy, that's impressive. Pat Mahomes does not have a touchdown in that game. He has one interception, only 146 yards passing. Wow. Okay. We'll see if that holds. Interesting. Interesting for sure. Still in commercial breaks. I'm still not quite sure if they're gonna rule that a catch or not. I'm sure Cody will probably he'll be ahead when he gets back here. So we will see. Up, we're gonna come back from commercial break right now. So we'll see in just a second here. Nothing ruled yet though, so I'm not quite sure. Let's see. 1, 2. Yeah, that would be a catch. I'm hoping.
Oh, what did they review the Devontae catch?
Well, they went to commercial break, but because it was at the end of the quarter, but I wasn't quite sure when I knew he had full possession, the second foot went out of bounds. So I didn't get a good clear view on the first one. But yep, that is a catch. They gave him the first down. I am on 1st and 10 after commercial break. Jones in the backfield. I hope they hand it off to him. And they don't. We do a double screen to Cobb. 4 yards.
Your quick around the league commentary. I just saw on the stat ticker there, Bengals up 27-17 on the Ravens.
Jamar Chase just had 82-yard touchdown.
Dude, like that's a little surprising, but also like these Bengals are pretty good this year, and that makes me feel better about our victory on the road in overtime. We overcame a lot in that win.
Some scrub AFC team, huh?
I never said they were a scrub. I said it was week 5 against the AFC. So it's not as important as like a divisional matchup or something.
Kansas City is still down 27-3, by the way, going into the fourth quarter. Pat Mahomes does not have a touchdown in that game. That's surprising.
That is surprising. Hopefully they take out all that frustration next week and level back out when they face us 2 weeks from now. Because I don't want to face a pissed off Kansas City team.
Dude, this is starting to. I'm on 3rd and 4. I'm hoping we pick this up, but so far this has the feeling of like a Devontae Adams type drive. We hit Big Bob. Yep,
Yeah.
hit Big Bob. Nice.
Big Bob for a nice catch down the middle. He's getting a little more involved in this game.
Yeah, he's making some hay. He's making some hay. I'm also seeing a lot of Cobb out there in this game. Like he's playing a lot this game compared to other weeks.
So this next play, very interesting choice by Washington. They've got a 6th round rookie covering Devontae Adams. I'll just leave it at that.
Well, I hope that Rodgers recognizes that or Adams fucking tells him. Do we throw a flag? Thank you.
Yeah.
Devontae looks so fucking good in those throwbacks, by the way. I just add that. That helmet and them jerseys look fire on Devontae.
Yeah, dude, I really do like these throwbacks, to be honest.
Like there's some I'm like, they ain't that good. Like
wow, dude. All right, so they're showing a highlight now of Jamar Chase's 80-yard touchdown, and
he broke 3 tackles, I heard.
Yeah, he just breaking tackles, spinning, running down. Like, dude, that guy is a baller.
What a stud! What a stud!
I think he's got more touchdowns than anyone on our team.
Yeah, he's a rookie receiver who's already like stat wise in the top 5 of the league. It's insane. I think he's got a touchdown in every single game he's played this year. Jones, nothing. 2nd and 10.
Yeah, it was a good run defense by Washington on that first down.
All right, now I'm watching it there. Oh yeah, just a screen. 1, 2, 3. Whoop, whoop, whoop.
Yeah,
to the
and
house.
That's not even just like making people miss. That's like breaking tackles.
Oh yeah. All right, we got 2nd and 10 in the red zone.
Ooh, I'm seeing our first 5 wide in a while. I think it's been probably over a quarter since we saw 5 wide.
All right, we on 2nd and 10, he throws to Lazard over his head. Nada. So 3rd and 10, we go in 5 wide. Just don't turn the ball over. Get a fucking field goal at least out of this.
So they started 5 wide, then they motioned Jones into the backfield, but then play clock was running down, so they called timeout.
Oh, we are so good at fucking burning timeouts for this bullshit. It's 3rd and 10. Just fucking let it. Just let it burn and kick a field goal.
I don't mind the timeout in this situation because you're talking goal line, touchdown at stake. Get organized, make sure you know what you're doing. I don't mind it here.
It's just ridiculous that we run into this every week.
We do, yeah. Every single week we we burn timeouts like nothing.
Just, oh my God, I'm so fucking sick of it. Get up to the line, run a fucking play.
Dude, Coach Andrew out there having the guys run sprints if they have a delay of game.
I'll fucking make them run sprints in the middle of the goddamn game. Call a timeout. You guys run fucking suicides right now. I have a feeling that Packers Pro Shop's about to sell out of all their fucking throwback jerseys after today's game.
Yeah, dude, I'm surprised. So they based these throwbacks on I
The
guess
50s.
they were only used for a total of 3 seasons. It was like 1950 through 1953. I'm surprised that these jerseys haven't had more years where they were used because I think they look pretty slick.
Well, they were dog shit those years, but
Oh wow, Jesus Christ! I'll spoil this. On the 3rd down, they go to Devontae. He doesn't pick up the first, but then they call a penalty on Billy Turner. Like they show the replay, and he just straight rips the helmet off of Chase Young. And
Bruh.
surprisingly, so we were in a 4th down, but Washington accepts the penalty and puts us in a 3rd and 20. So essentially, they're giving us another shot. I guess they were afraid we'd go for it on 4th.
They must have been. Which, so to be honest with you, would you have gone for it if there was no
Oh,
flag?
hell no.
No, I would have kicked that field goal. Yeah. It's a 3-score game with that field goal. Take that field goal. Dude, Billy Turner should have just went to that helmet and did what I told you to do. Just grab it and just go, "Arr!" Get the crowd all jazzed up.
Dude, he like legit just ripped that helmet off. So that was a pretty easy penalty to call. So what does Coach Andrew call on 3rd and 20?
Just either a run up the middle or a screen. That's a long shot for a touchdown. But Rodgers is scrambling. He's scrambling. Throws it away.
Yeah, I mean I don't love the play design that there were no checkdowns available. But Rodgers makes a good call.
Yeah.
Live to fight another day. We
Yep.
do hit the field goal right down the middle. Thankfully, no special teams errors there.
Well, I'll change it before I've seen it then. There you go. We'll switch possession.
So, yeah, like I said, little disappointed that the offense hasn't been a bit more dominant against what's statistically been a bad defense. But I mean, their defensive line, they've been pressuring us the whole game. We have gotten better about limiting the sacks. I think they had 3 sacks in the first half. I don't know if they've had one since then. Maybe one. But we're getting the ball out a little bit quicker. Play action's working a little better. But yeah, dude,
Little by little.
You tell me you scored 24 points at home. I don't always feel confident that's going to win a game.
Correct. Yeah.
Thankfully, the defense has been holding up their end of the bargain.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, a 3-score game now though. We're a few minutes into the 4th. I mean, we're in the driver's seat. We should come away with a dub on this. So, but
I got to say
playing.
this. I really got to give credit to Joe Barry and what he's done. I was very skeptical of the hire at first.
Mhm.
And then all these injuries we faced, and frankly, his defenses have performed pretty darn well in the most important category, which is scoring. I would be really excited to see what this defense looks like when we get Jair back,
Mhm.
if we get Darius back, once the new guys like Merciless and Jalen Smith and Rasul Douglas, once all of them get up to speed, they're probably working on a limited playbook, to be honest, because they're
Yeah.
still new system. This defense has room to grow, and given how they started, come playoff time, we might actually have a defense that could be an asset to us.
We could. Yeah. That's the hope. Going for the rest of the game, I want to see just fucking pound the rock with AJ Dillon rest those this way, by the way, man. Just like run this clock down, give it to your closer, you know?
Yeah, I mean, the Washington run defense has been pretty solid. I'll give them that. They've been meeting us at the line of scrimmage quite a bit. But given that, you're right. It probably makes more sense to run with Dillon than it does with Jones, because Dillon, even if he gets hit behind the line of scrimmage, he can usually fall forward for a couple yards.
Yeah.
That's a little harder to do. He's good at fighting for yards and finding holes, but Dillon might be the better option here.
Yeah. All right. I'm sure you are back. Damn, I just saw the Thursday night thing, man. I'm assuming you're probably not gonna be able to do Thursday night with me, are you?
I can. My class on Thursdays.
Holy fuck! We're doing a fucking podcast on Thursday. Holy shit! What a treat! Fucking you and oh fuck yeah!
No, dude, I'm looking forward to it. It should be a good game.
This is gonna be a fuck. I mean,
Dude,
no, we might
my weekend. I don't have classes on Friday.
we might be a little fucking pissed by halftime come that game, but I'll be excited. I'll be excited in the first quarter.
Yeah. I mean, that's it. Scrambling quarterbacks always concern me. But you know what?
They're so loaded.
Dude, it's a big opportunity. Is the way we should be looking at that game.
Yeah. Oh, come on! Oh, you almost had that sack.
Yeah. Dude, like frankly, if we can beat Arizona in their place, like not only is that a statement to the rest of the NFL, that will give us a huge bargaining chip when it comes to home field advantage.
Yeah. Holy shit, it was Merciless in there on that hit. Not bad for a guy that was just playing for another team a few days ago. Like Merciless is so new that he said in his press conference that when he was traded, he was watching game tape for the next Texans opponent for this Sunday. Like he was preparing to play whoever the Texans. I don't know who they're playing today, but
they're playing Arizona, so actually maybe that's a good thing. That
there you go.
Tape already.
McLaurin with the grab, Savage on the hit. Savage looking like he a little shaken up there.
Yeah, he looked a little shooken up, but they actually.
I'll be honest, Savage is
come out because right now on the play I'm watching, I see Henry Black out there, so Savage might have stepped out of the game.
Savage is remind me a little bit of like a little Kevin King Jr. right now, man.
Yeah, dude, he does get nicked up a lot. I mean, thankfully his injury.
Oh man, Sullivan! If Sullivan broke on that fucking play earlier, he could have had that pick.
Yeah, if that were Eric Stokes, he would have had the speed to turn
for
that into
sure. So I'm on a 2nd and 5. McLaurin picks up the grab on first down. Yeah, I mean it gets a little bit easier for Green Bay. You're gonna see a lot of Merciless here, I think, from here on out because a lot of passing plays. Merciless dropping back in the coverage though. Sullivan cannot make a tackle. What a little bitch, dude. What a little broke back bitch. Can't make a fucking tackle.
Yeah, man. Sullivan, his first season with us, and he kind of played in limited action as more dime back. He looked really promising.
He did.
Since he took
I really liked him.
full-time nickel role. He's been average at best.
He did call a run on first down, so we got like a 2nd and 2. Man, I mean, McLaurin's, he's done some damage today, but impressed with Stokes again in this game.
Yeah,
What
I
a
mean, really, it was like the first, I think, 2 drives, McLaurin had some success. Since then, he's kind of just gotten like
wow, what a hit by Amos.
nice hit by Amos there to break up the pass, put him in the 3rd and 2. But yeah, dude, like McLaurin, like since those first couple drives, he's really just picked up some garbage catches that were willing to give that yardage.
For sure.
So Stokes has impressed me here.
Yeah, and it should get easier for him once Jair's back, like he'll be reverting back to the cornerback too. And if he keeps playing the way he's, I'll tell you this. If we had Stokes last year, that we beat Tampa.
Yeah.
That we beat Tampa.
Yeah. I mean, at a very minimum, he doesn't give up a touchdown right before
The Scotty Miller. That changed everything. Coming out of half, we might have called a different play. Coming out of half, because if you remember, Aaron Jones fumbled the first fucking play of half. Maybe we call a pass play or something like that. Like it could have changed. It would have been like a trickle down thing. Would have changed everything about. All right, so they're kind of moving.
Bucks for candy and nuts. We'd all have a Merry Christmas. So hopefully 2021 is a different outcome than last year.
Hopefully. They picked up another first down to, was that Humphreys maybe? Nope, Seals Jones.
Seals Jones getting some action on this drive.
Yep. So they are almost in the red zone. I got 1st and 10. Heineke back to pass. 3 yards. Devontae Campbell. Good play. Good tackle.
Yeah, man.
We finally got a tackler.
Savage is out of this drive. Henry Black is in like full time on this drive.
Yeah, you know what? I'm okay with it. Like we are in the driver's seat of this game. We don't need to put him probably back out there if he's a little nicked up right now. I mean, he's a player we're gonna need for the long run, even if he's been a little underperformed. Wow. I don't know who overshot that play on that screen on 2nd and 7, but they fucked up bad. I don't know what linebacker overshot it.
Black. Yeah.
It was Henry Black?
Yeah.
He overshot that so bad. He had a chance to tackle him right when he caught that.
Yeah.
Yep. Oh yeah, that's Henry Black. Good job, dude. Fucking up already. Wow, that looked bad.
I mean, yes, Washington is driving here, but I don't necessarily mind the way that we're letting it happen. It's
eating up a lot of clock.
Drive. It's taking a lot of time.
We need to hire someone that can do the fucking ticker thing. By the way, I'm terrible at this. I'm fucking terrible. Someone's got. We gotta hire a 3rd person to fucking do this.
Yeah,
we're halfway through the 4th quarter, and I just realized it said 3rd quarter still.
Tell me where you are play wise.
I'm on 2nd and 10, 7:18 left in the game, 15 seconds left on the play clock. They are walking up to the line of scrimmage right now. They are in shotgun. JD McKissick in the backfield, 4 wide receivers, 2 up top, 2 down low. Heineke back to pass. He's locking in on 1 receiver. We should have got a fucking sack. But they hit Seals Jones for a 2-yard grab.
Can you believe that's not a sack? Dude, he was like wrapped up.
Did you hear me starting to call a sack? I was literally getting prepared to call a sack on that.
Dude, I was like jacked up. I'm like, yeah, baby, pass rush finally gets there, but we can't pull him down, and he makes a completion. Like that's like a straight like Brett Favre throw right there.
All right, we got 3rd and 8. Clock is ticking, 6:40. Time running off this clock. I like how much time has come off this clock, even if they score on this. Heineke taking a shot. Interception by Sullivan. Jaden Sullivan. Woo! Yeah.
Can I get some props for keeping the poker face there?
I wasn't even looking at you, dude. I was looking at TV.
I didn't give anything on that. That's a
This
game
is
exception right there. They're not going to win this game.
this is what we need to do when we can't be on the same fucking page. By the way, Thursday is golden because we're gonna be able to watch it on fucking cable or wherever it is. Like
Well,
we're
no,
gonna
no,
be
no,
same
no,
time.
no, because Thursday
It's on
night
Fox.
on Fox.
It's on Fox now. Yep, Fox
Oh, all
Fox
right,
streams
excellent.
it.
I thought they were still showing those on NFL Network.
Last year was NFL Network and Amazon. So I watched it on Amazon last
Okay,
year.
yeah, actually, I forget. Yeah, that's I did Amazon. So either way, yeah, we should be able to do it.
But they've been on Fox so far this year. Now sometimes they do weird shit where they change every like 4 weeks. Like remember a few years ago, it went from like network for 4 weeks, then it went to Amazon for like 4 weeks, and then it went to something like Hulu or something for 4 weeks, or I don't know. It was weird,
That's
like the way they do shared. Anyway, we should be good though for Thursday. That you are right though. That is a game changing interception.
Yeah, and
That is
I'll
gonna
give some
seal the
credit
deal.
to Chad Sullivan there. We were just talking shit about him never making plays and just being average at best. He just got a game sealing interception for us. So
By the way, this interception also seals the fact that Green Bay is averaging one interception every, or at least one a game right now. We have
and
intercepted
actually,
it every time.
I also want to say that was in the red zone. So I think
Yeah,
our red zone
they're
defense
over 4.
for this game. I think we had 3 red zone stops in this game.
Yeah,
So
we are over. They're over 4 in the red zone.
all right.
Yeah.
So
Wow.
honestly, I'm kind of surprised at the flow of this game that it has been the defense stepping up and winning this game for us.
Yeah.
Offense has been a little underwhelming.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. In other news, real quick, why I just took it off to look. Titans are gonna probably beat Tennessee. There's 6 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. They're up
Dude, and they
27 to
beat
3.
Buffalo last week?
Yes.
They're going on kind of a statement run here, saying like, you
Yeah.
know what, maybe we're the team to beat in the AFC. And
Yeah.
I'll say this, man, I was not a believer in Tennessee this year. I looked at the history of 2,000-yard running backs and the workload that Derrick Henry's had over the last couple of years, and I thought the wheels were going to fall off and that their offense would fall apart with it. That's not been the case, man. King Henry is still terrorizing
Oh
defenses,
yeah.
and
It's insane. All right, we hit. Wow. By the way, are you surprised that on first down we come out fucking passing? We came out, we hit Big Dog for a first down play on a bootleg play action, but
I'm gonna
yeah.
spoil this for you. You're not gonna like it.
Oh, we fucking turned the goddamn ball over.
AJ Dillon has his second fumble of this game.
Wow, what the fuck?
I don't know what's going on with Dillon, but that's not a good way to get more carries, man. And honestly, I wonder if it's because he's getting so few carries, he can't get into a rhythm. You just start giving the guy the ball in the fourth quarter.
That looked like he was down. I don't know. Did they show a replay? Because it looked like his knee was down.
They're giving it to him. They got the offense out there. They're about to go.
Yeah, it's a fumble. That's a fumble.
Well, that's unfortunate, man. They take over at about the 45. McLaurin with a big catch and run. Black just didn't take a good angle and allows a lot of yards after the catch there, probably 18 yards.
Go take a seat on the bench, fucking AJ Dillon. Think about what you just did.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing with Dillon. He's still a young guy. He wants to fight for every yard and be the hero on every play, but sometimes you just got to be smart and just go down and realize that it's more about managing the clock.
Yeah, I see we got TJ Slayton out there this time. TJ Slayton has not got a lot of playing time so far this year.
Ooh, gosh, dang. Pat Mahomes coming out injured, and he doesn't look good.
Pat Mahomes is hurt.
Yeah, they just showed a little clip that he took a nasty looking hit where his body like kind of
Contorted.
crunched up in a weird way, and he had to be helped off the field.
Yikes. That brings up an interesting question now that we got a little bit of time to kill while still giving some commentary in the game. Do you think we can still win with Jordan Love if he comes in right now, if Rodgers goes down in the middle of the season right now?
So you saying if Jordan or if Aaron Rodgers got injured and we had to complete the rest of the year with Jordan Love?
I'm not saying rest of the year, but say he's out, broken collarbone out, like, I don't know, like 8 weeks or something like that. You think Jordan Love can carry this team for 8 weeks? Get us to the playoffs?
If I would say if Jordan Love had to deal with the teams that we faced so far, I think he probably could have kept us over 500.
Nice fucking
If
sack.
this were to happen with our upcoming stretch of games, we're going against a lot of playoff caliber, championship caliber teams. I think we would probably fall apart. I don't. I'm a believer in Jordan Love, but you can't throw him against that level of competition and expect him to keep
Yeah.
the team.
We got a tough we got a tough road ahead for us here. We got, Seattle coming up, we got Chiefs coming up, we got
Yeah, I'll tell you exactly what the lineup is. We go Arizona on a short week, and that's on the road. Then we go to Kansas City on the road. Then we host Seattle, and right now it's looking like Russell Wilson will probably be back for that. Then we go on the road against Minnesota, which has always been a tough place for us to play. And then we host the Rams. Then we get our bye week. That's a brutal stretch, man.
It's a big brutal stretch. So, all right, and we need to get healthy throughout that time span too. So I'm on a 3rd and goal right now. By the way, they're on the 14. Heineke back to Pat. Oh, sacked. Kingsley Kiki having a good game. Got that block.
I'm surprised you didn't sack before that.
I called it. I did call it quickly, like it was in passing. Rashawn Gary with a sack. Gary coming to play today. So not just that, we've hit all of our marks today, which I think was one of my bold predictions. Was we hit our marks of 2.5 sacks and interception. So I think we're at 3 sacks and a pick.
Honestly, so if we keep that pace, and project that out over a season, that's a pretty quality defense.
Yeah.
2.5 game interception a game. That's a defense you can win with. Like I said, like Joe Barry, he's proving my skepticism wrong. He's really impressing me so far. We've held teams to not many points. And I hope that when the offensive line gets fully healthy, that the offense starts scoring at a higher clip.
I mean, shit. One of my bold predictions was we kept them under 21 points, and we might keep them under fucking 10 points in this game the way it's going. So
yeah,
single digits. I mean, you're gonna win a lot of football games if you keep teams to single digits, dude. So
yeah, and so the bold predictions. I said that we would keep Terry McLaurin under 70 yards. That's not been the case. Right now, he's got 7 catches for 122 yards and a touchdown. But as I was saying earlier, like a lot of these catches are garbage time catches where we're happy to give up the yards. They're easy catches that are just dink and dunk. I think Stokes, he had a rough couple for a series, but since then, I think he played quite well.
I would agree. Looking well, yeah. Stokes has been another stud on this team. I mean, he's played very well for us in the first half, especially once Jair went down. For a rookie to come in and do this, really impressive. He's playing better than some teams' number 1 corners that have been in the league for a few years. So
Yeah, and dude, I mean, looking at our rookies over the last half decade or whatever, can you think of a rookie who's played as well as Eric Stokes? Like, I think, you can make a case for Jair. Um,
Mm,
other than that, man, it's getting tough. Eric Stokes has been playing very well.
yeah, I really can't for a rookie. No, I really can't.
I mean, it's impressive that Royce Newman is starting at right guard as a rookie, but he's made some pretty noticeable mistakes on a consistent basis. Not to undermine what he's doing. I think he's pretty impressive for a rookie, but he's not like balling out.
No, I wouldn't put him in that. Yeah, I mean, over the last half decade, he's probably been the best rookie we've had from day one.
I mean, wouldn't that be something if we finally got an elite cornerback duo? The last time we had that, we won a Super Bowl.
Yeah, Al Harris. By the way, did you know that Al Harris is
Holy shit.
what?
Washington fumbles again.
Wow.
I don't know what is going on where they just cannot hold on to the ball today.
Did you know that Al Harris is the secondaries coach for the Cowboys?
Really?
Yeah,
I did
he's on.
not know.
Yep.
Oh, sorry. No, I that was not a fumble. That was not a fumble. That was an onside kick. I wasn't paying attention, and then I just looked up and saw defensive numbers, and I'm like, oh wait, did we just force another fumble? So it was just we recovered the onside kick.
I mean, we're a Packers podcast. We don't talk about other teams too much, but I do have to mention. Have you seen what the fuck Trayvon Diggs is doing in Dallas?
Dude, it's a historic pace. Like that kid might break the
Insane.
record.
What's he got? Like 7 interceptions on the year so far?
He has an
7?
interception in every game, and in some games he has multiple interceptions.
Yeah.
And also, if you date back to last year, his interception streak is even longer. I've never seen anything like it. Like it's amazing. I
It's
can't
insane.
throwing his way.
Like if I'm a quarterback, I don't even throw his way once all game. Like he's almost getting to that like Richard Sherman level where like you don't even try to throw
Dude,
his
sure.
way.
That's the thing. Like Sherman, he was like he would shut down the side of the field, but he was never a ball hawk. Um,
No.
like this is I would say Trayvon Diggs, the way he is playing right now, the most comparable player I can think of is Deion Sanders.
Yeah.
Uh,
100%.
dude, I wanted Trayvon Diggs in the draft. I'm like, hey man, he's the brother of Stephon Diggs.
Did he go in the first round?
Second round. So
Jesus Christ, you let that guy go the second round?
he went before our second round pick, which was AJ Dillon. But yeah, like technically we had a shot at him in the first, which is when we took Jordan Love. Uh, which not to stir the pot or anything, because like I said, I am a Jordan Love believer. But you think Trayvon Diggs would have helped our Super Bowl chances the past few years?
Let's just not open that Pandora's box, bro. Let's just not open that. Let's just enjoy these next 2 minutes of this game here. I did just see the 1st and 10 where it was it Dylan? Nope, it was Jones who literally just ran into the fucking butt of Lucas Patrick. So
Actually, looks
let's
like
see.
second down we got Kylan Hill out there, so guess trying to cycle in some backups now.
Yeah, it's looking like AJ Dillon might be taking the rest of the day off. So
Holy shit! All right, well, Kylan Hill gets like tackled in the backfield where someone was on him by the time he touched the ball. That must have just been a missed block. I don't know what the heck happened there. And it wasn't even like from straight ahead. Like it was from the back side. Someone
Jesus,
hit him like as he's taking the handoff. All right, man. Well,
All right.
3rd and 11. Washington has burned all their timeouts. We got 2 minutes, 16 seconds left. I assume we're just gonna run the ball here and burn the
Mhm.
clock.
Wait a minute. Oh shit. When the fuck did Washington get a field goal?
You already have that in there, don't you?
No, I just changed it like just now.
Oh shit.
I'm so bad at this ticker. I am so fucking bad at the
Yeah,
ticker.
honestly, you'd be better to just not put it up. All right. Ooh, I don't like that, man. I don't like that at all. 3rd and 11. We're up 2 scores, and they've got no timeouts, and we decide to pass here. And it's an incomplete pass, and there's a flag on the play.
Ooh, if it's on them, that's gonna be game.
No, it's on us. Ineligible man downfield, and it's declined. Yeah, I didn't like. I mean, it was a design screen, so like it should be a high percentage safe pass, but it wasn't because their elite defensive line just blasted through and forced Rodgers to throw.
Well,
So-
elite defense, elite line or not, we played well this game.
Yeah,
Well enough to win.
I mean, we played well. I don't know how well this game was coached, to be honest. I don't love the play calling here.
We would not have beaten any other 5-1 team with this game plan, but yeah,
Oh, dude, Bajorquez, he comes about 8 inches away from one of the most perfect punts I've ever seen. So he hits this, it just hits the goal line. Like it was so close to at less than 8 inches, actually. This might be like a 2-inch difference. And he has the backspin that it bounces backward. Is almost perfect, but the rest rule that it touches the line. That's one of the most beautiful punts I've ever seen.
We finally got a punter, man. I feel pretty confident we finally got a fucking punter. That's nice.
Well, we haven't seen him in the cold yet. So,
No.
let's say that. But yeah, he looks pretty good so far.
He did punt in Buffalo last year and played well in Buffalo, so I was gonna make a comment. I mean, we talk about everything here on context, so the fuck do you feel about Aaron Rodgers' long ass hair? I just saw him wear that bandana thing to hold his hair back, and I'm just like, what does Shailene think about his long ass hair? Like he looks like a greaser.
Probably encouraging it. See, I don't mind long hair on a guy. Like I think it can look good. But long hair on Aaron Rodgers, the way he's wearing it right now, I think he looks like trailer trash, dude.
When he was younger, when he was younger and he grew his hair out when he was a rookie, it looked better than it does now at like age 40. Like I feel.
I don't recall him ever growing his hair out as a rookie.
Oh.
I thought he was pretty clean cut back then. My girlfriend says his attitude plus the mullet.
The attitude plus the mullet?
Not quite a mullet, but. Savage is back out there, so good to see that he is healthy. Although I don't know if I love him being out there and risking injury right now.
Here we go. Let's see, where is it? Right here. Rodgers, long hair as a youngster.
Holy shit! I don't recall that at all.
Yeah.
Second row, first picture. That's what I think of when I think of rookie Rodgers. I don't remember this long hair. Yeah, that looks a lot better than what he's got now.
Yeah, he
looks like a surfer boy there right now. Like I said, he looks like trailer trash. He looks like he should have oil stains on his overalls.
Oh yeah, there's that classic picture of him and Favre with his long hair. Yeah, he had long hair. I think as soon as he got drafted, he started letting it grow out.
Really?
And
wow, I don't remember that at all.
Do you think those, like, this is an iconic picture, and I'm always like, I wonder if they're talking about dick sizes right now. Like
Is Aaron Rodgers like measuring like Donald Drivers there?
Yeah. Yeah. Just feels good. We're gonna be what, 6-1 now?
6-1, 6-1. And heading into the toughest stretch of the year. Dude, and honestly, man, we should be 7-0. We just weren't ready for
I
that first
know.
game.
I was thinking
It's
about that
clear
this
enough
morning.
now that the team was not dialed in. But we're playing well now. Thursday is going to be a big one. I think both of us picked a loss, and that was before we even suffered the injuries. I was just looking at like we don't deal with scrambling quarterbacks well. But now you take Jair out, you take Za'Darius out, take Josh Myers out. MBS, maybe he'll be back. I mean, that would be pretty big for us if he can come back.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know for sure if he'll be there. It's going to be a tough game on the road on a short week. But, dude, if we can win that, we're in the driver's seat for #1 seed.
For sure. And after, not to look too far ahead, but I think we play Kansas City after Arizona.
Yeah.
Pat Mahomes just got hurt today, man. We could be playing potentially against the Pat Mahomes' Chiefs team.
It'll be interesting to see what that injury is. I mean, obviously, I don't want the guy to be hurt. That's bad for the league. But yeah, he didn't look good coming off the field there.
I'm gonna see if I can find a little something on him right now. Anyway, which led me to think the last time we played.
Almost have an interception. Who is that? Oh, that was Stokes. Almost had a pick. Went through his hands.
I don't think Rodgers and Mahomes have ever played against each other.
Yeah, I mean, you're right. When we played them, what was it, last year, Mahomes was injured, and we faced Matt Moore instead.
By the way, the injury is a head injury, so it's probably a concussion from Mahomes.
Oh, all right. Well, if it's a concussion, we'll probably see him in 2 weeks.
By the way, Pat Mahomes has thrown 9 interceptions this year.
Yeah, well, I mean, in that case, maybe it's a good thing he got his bell rung.
Which doesn't surprise me, because last year I saw a video highlight of DBs dropped something like 18 potential interceptions last year on Mahomes. Like, he got real lucky with DBs just dropping interceptions. Like, he should have had a lot more.
A ton of dangerous passes because he's so confident and if his offense can do anything, he's willing to take those risky throws. Yeah. And since it hasn't really bitten him so far, I don't think it's been coached out of him.
No, I would agree. Tua with four passing touchdowns today, by the way. Could give him, and Miami just took the lead today for the first time. Patriots 47-13. Wow. Just a rout right now. About to score another touchdown too.
Jets are one of the worst teams in the league, man. They're right down Detroit and Jacksonville.
I don't know if Zach Wilson got hurt or what, but he is he's been out of the game for a while. Their backup is throwing 29 passes. Coulda. He no touchdowns, no interceptions, but yeah, they could have.
Dude, I gotta say,
deep shot.
We're in the final 2 minutes, up 2 touchdowns. I'm impressed by the hustle that Eric Stokes is still showing here. He came to play. I can't say enough good things about this young kid. I think we hit on a good pick there. And we get a sack. Dean Lowry.
Dean Lowry is fucking playing well this year, man.
Dude, he is. I've been a Dean Lowry hater for the last several years, but he is. I don't know if he started taking some performance-enhancing drugs or what, but he's stepping up this year.
He's just been so consistent this year. All right, I am on 2nd and 10. I see the Ricky Seals Jones play. Yeah, holy cow, we have played extremely well in this game. I'm going to see if I can find some defensive stats on us right now. Let's see. Sacks. Oh, those are QB hits. I was about to fucking shit myself when I saw that stat. I thought I just saw 9 fucking sacks on the day.
Taylor Henneke, I'll give him this. The kid's got heart. 4th and 14, the game is clearly over, and he takes off running, and like dives for a first down. He's not sliding or nothing. And he looks banged up on the play, to be honest. Maybe he took a nut shot or something. But dude, like, hey man, be smart. Like, the game is over. Don't get yourself hurt.
Right. This stat sucks, but Aaron Jones only had 6 carries for 19 yards today. Okay. Yeah, I'm on 4th and 14.
I don't know what the thought process was there. I mean, thankfully it worked out. Rodgers did carve up their secondary pretty well. Oh shit, Gary walking off the field with a slight limp.
Don't you dare get yourself hurt with 20 seconds to go in the game. We had 4 sacks on the day. Rashawn Gary with 2, Kingsley Kiki with 1.5, and Lowry with half.
Yeah, dude, I don't like Gary shouldn't even be out there at this point. Just like, this is where like Merciless should be coming in and getting some reps.
Mm-hmm. Devondre Campbell with 13 tackles today.
Dude, those are all pro numbers. When's the last time we had a middle linebacker who put up 10 to 15 tackles every single game?
Nick Barnett?
Yeah.
Yeah, a long time ago. Nick Barnett, I would say.
Washington is they are playing for pride right now.
Yeah.
Dude, they spiked the ball with 1 second left. Like they're like out here to prove something.
How many fumbles do you think Washington has on the day?
That they've lost or overall?
Overall.
I think they've got 5.
They have 4. 4.
Bad ball security game for them.
Yeah.
Dude, I can't believe they spiked this ball with 1 second left.
Are they just gonna throw a Hail Mary then?
I mean, that's all they can do at this point. Or maybe they'll do like a dump off and see if they can lateral.
Maybe we can
We're
just
playing the ultimate prevent. I don't even see
the DBs back there. Good, get a pick, dude. Get a pick. Let Stokes get a pick.
I don't even understand that play call. Like Henneke takes off running. Like it was designed.
They're just trying to pad stats then.
Yeah,
must be Ron Rivera's got Henneke on his fantasy team today or something.
Wouldn't that be something? All right, man. Well, there we go.
Dub.
6-1. Beat the Washington football team at home 24-10.
I love it. Should we give out some game balls?
Let's do our game balls.
Offense. I'm going to give it to man, probably, I don't think I've given it to him yet, one of them, but probably Rodgers.
Yeah, I was going to do the same. He had a 3 touchdown game, pretty high completion percentage. We're looking at 27 out of 35. And just like no other offensive player super stood out. Like Adams and Tunyon and Lazard were all relatively close. Between 60 and 80 yards, 1 touchdown apiece. So yeah, Rodgers, he played pretty well this game, as he should have. Didn't hit that 4 touchdown mark we were looking for, but
close. Yeah, I was thinking of trying to give it some like a skill player, and they each had their own specific drives, but that was about it. Like each player had a drive where they took over, whereas it was Rodgers that was just kind of orchestrating the thing throughout the whole day. So hard not to give to Rodgers. Defensive side of the ball, give it to I give it to Rashawn Gary. He had a 2-sack game today. Had a few other QB pressures today. He played well today.
Yeah. Yeah, he certainly did, and especially because he was doubled for a lot of the game. You know, he was our primary pass rushing threat.
mm,
Uh, I'll give it to Devondre Campbell. Dude had 2 forced fumbles, 13 tackles. Good in coverage as always. He contributed to that goal line stand. I think he played an excellent game.
my wild card game ball is gonna go to Joe Barry. I'm gonna give my game ball to Joe Barry. I was a little worried about the script early on, but Packers settled in. They limited them the best they could. Lots of sacks. Uh, I mean, Campbell's been a stud. Yeah, I'll give it to Joe Barry here in that one.
Yeah. I mean, I can't argue with that. This was a pretty impressive defensive game. But I'll go ahead and say that in a game where our offense didn't put up as many points as I thought they would, and we had like a blocked field goal, and some things went wrong. To see Corey Bajorquez really help us win the field position battle. I mean, he had 3 punts, averaging over 46 yards a punt. He had some really good placement and hang time on him. And he was put in tough situations. Like one of his punts, he was coming out of the end zone, and it was almost blocked because of the poor blocking. But he still nailed like a great punt that didn't have a return. So I'm gonna say he really helped us out today.
I like that wild card pick. That was a good one. Not bad. Yeah, so 6-1. It'll be a short week for the Packers and for us. We'll be back giving this penetrating your ear holes here in about 4 more days. So looking forward to that one. The biggest game of the year so far for us. The undefeated at the moment, the undefeated Arizona Cardinals, and one hell of a juggernaut offense and a decent defense. So
yeah, man, that's gonna be a good game, a real test for us, a real opportunity for us. Short week, but you gotta do what you
yep.
gotta do.
Neither of us predicted a win on this one, but my God, do I really want to win? Would I fucking go? You're gonna see me go ape shit if we can pull out a W against Arizona. Plus, to be able to go 7-1 into a little mini bye week here would be huge. So
Yeah, I mean, let's I guess just before we head out for the day, it'd be interesting to do a little pre-game prediction of who you think the MVP of the Packers Cardinals game will be.
I think if we're gonna win, it's gotta be Aaron Rodgers.
That was my initial thought. I'm actually gonna go with Devontae Adams. I think
I'm
Adams is gonna need to have a huge game.
I'm not sure who Arizona's number one cornerback is this year.
That was my thought process, is that I can't name their starting corners right now. So Adams could potentially like really carve them up.
I know they have Buda Baker there in the secondary there, who's a stud, but other than that, I'm not quite sure. So I do know that they have some pretty good linebackers too, including last year's number 9 overall pick. JJ Watt's on the line, Chandler Jones. That pass rush is going to be formidable
Yeah.
next week, So yeah.
Well, I mean, I will say this: as this game progressed, we kind of saw, we had a ton of 5 wide empty backfield in the first half. Maybe 2 or 3 plays of that in the second. So maybe they saw it wasn't working against good pass rushes, and they're like, all right, let's chuck that. We can only hope for next week, because I don't want to give Chandler Jones, who like already has a 5-sack game on this season, I don't want to let him pin his ears back and really go after us.
Right. Yeah, I hope not either. So we'll see, dude. We shall see. But until a few days from now, talk to you guys later.
Go Pack, go.
Go Pack, go.